Okay, this motherfucker live, but I'm trying to see what YouTube is doing. Hold on, y'all. Stupid ass shit. Shout out to Cliff World TV. He live right now. We're gonna be going over some of his shit. Man, what the fuck? Is this bitch live or not? I ain't had these problems. All right, there we go. All right, my part. Yeah, okay. Y'all see this right here? This motherfucking 1090 Jake tries to expose Larry Hoover. Y'all remember? I just told y'all 2 days ago. This nigga said he didn't want shit to do with gangs. Trying to look good for Mark Wahlberg, but now he talking about a motherfucking gang member. And we're gonna get into it tonight, man. We're gonna get into it tonight. I gotta show y'all this stuff. Cause this nigga snap with this hoe. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, 200. See, bro, that motherfucker is hard, bro. That motherfucker is hard, nigga. Yeah.
Before he gang, slime, the biggest op. Don't fuck over me, nigga.
I shoot her like Trey B.
Hey, I was creeping on this block, I'm trying to stretch on fence, on lay on flat. Hey, niggas know that we don't play like that. Hey, niggas knowing that we blowing. I got. Hey, gang, I was creeping on this block, I'm trying to stretch on fence, on lay on flat. Niggas smoke my partner while I was gone, now I'm on tip and tat. Chop a rat tat tat, I catch him lacking, that's another hat. 15 in his back like Patty told her, that's another rat. Lurking in his hood, he think it's over, guess he think he good. Wish a nigga would play with me, gon' die, this overstood. Draco came with wood, catch me lacking, know he wish he could. We hop out on foot, then right back to the block with them young niggas should. Niggas smoke bro, tryna hide niggas stand up. Hit him up, then we go with your man's up. Run in your spot, get a bands up. Man, I reach for that wild little nigga, put your hands up. Bullet in the head like dandruff. Thought I was done, hopped out and I ran up. Set him up with a hoe, he was laying up. Ain't even bust back, he was pissed. Take money to go to war, and I got a lot of that. 100 round air car, don't follow that. Let your hoe eat dick, she swallow that. Send the shit out of bitch, who you hollering at? Bitch, watch a man pipe down. Find where he stay on the way right now. Yeah, still lit like how. All the damn diamonds on me, everybody like wow, bling blow. Diamonds in hard, bow, bow. Make $1, get a nigga down. Yeah, back tripping, that's the word around town. Nigga made a list all day, can't be found, got down. Nigga put my name in the song, but he ain't saying shit ever since I came home. Nigga made one move wrong and he gone. Your baby daddy broke, fuck it, I put him on. He been on this block, I'm trying to stress on catch on, leave him splat. He hiding, he gon' stay like that. Don't speak on bro, don't play like that. Cut those super slimy, bloods and crisp before we screaming slack. Better watch your back or be the reason that your people whack. Gang. Yeah.
Yeah. Yayo snapped on that hoe, fool. I can't even lie, my nigga. I can't even lie. And like I said, I don't really want to speak on Yayo no more because I feel like I already said enough. You know, blessings to that dude. I still love Yayo. Don't get it twisted. It's just we're not gonna beat a dead horse. There's too many other people out here that I could be using, showing y'all examples of, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, a nigga knocked down my brother, I can't tell you I ain't doing the same thing. The difference is I probably won't be rapping until I get some, and that ain't no knock to Yayo, but I'm just saying, like, nigga knocked my brother down, bro. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Yayo, bro. But yeah, this No Signal for the people that this episode 9. So for the people that ain't here, the purpose of No Signal is just, you know, if you a 2000, you know what I'm saying, 90s baby, you remember when MASH used to come on, and then after MASH, that motherfucker TV just go off, nigga. Just had a motherfucking no signal. So it's like the purpose of it is like this is what happens when the TV go off type shit. So the conversations that ain't had in public and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So and it's just like a recap of the week, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Point and Shoot. I don't do reactions. I don't really do reaction videos. I might use something for a point of reference, like I'm finna show y'all right now. But what I do is I watch that shit and then tell y'all. Like when we finna talk about the Fredo banging shit, I'll tell y'all what I watch. Shout out to Cliff World TV, brother from this side of the country. You know what I'm saying? Arkansas. With people that know, Texas and Arkansas is right next to each other. We even got a city called Texarkana. You know what I'm saying? Real stone down nigga though. But I want to show y'all this. Like I said, I'm not finna. I gotta watch that. I didn't even know that came out. But I didn't get the clip because I was at work. But I remember.
You know, we live. Y'all go ahead and build up in here, man. Hold on, man. Let me set the stage real quick, bro.
I remember where it's at though.
Now ships. You never.
Okay. Just a little recap before we go to this. Y'all know about the Brandon and Almighty Suspect shit, right? So Suspect was, giving, I guess, feedback on what happened and shit. And he was talking about how Brandon had said he thought he was a white boy or something. And keep in mind, these California niggas, these West Coast niggas. So Suspect was like, nigga, we all got white in us because of the Atlantic slave trade. And Cliff was like, nigga, that's not, I understand what you mean, but you're not saying it right. So I just wanted to show y'all that to show. Well, I'm gonna show it to you, then I'll show you what. I'll tell you why I'm showing it to you.
Came back. If you pulled up and seen bananas and peaches and all these things, whatever fruit that was natural to that land at that time, nigga, you wouldn't have came back neither. So what that mean is, I'm just saying, what that mean is.
If you are an ancestor of the cross-Atlantic slave trade, you are absolutely mixed.
If you are a descendant of an ancestor who was trafficked through the cross-Atlantic slave trade, brother, if you're gonna preach it, you need to say it in the right way. If you can trace your lineage like me, my last name is Isam. It was only 3 brothers that left the Nashville plantation and moved into Arkansas, where we still thrive at. What you mean to say is, if you can trace your lineage, right? If you are a descendant of an ancestor who was trafficked during the transatlantic slave trade, because they stripped us from our last names. So you would have to do it in that way, in that order. That's what I'm saying, Peasky. You got to say it the right way if you're going to say it. I'll say you West Coast, Northwest niggas, even Brandon. I'm going to get on Brandon ass about that shit too, because I don't like how he trying to play colorism and you from Long Beach, nigga. Stop it. You niggas ain't never had no glass nigga Coca-Cola bottles thrown at the back of y'all head, nigga. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, nigga, the home of the first integrated high school, Central High School, the Little Rock 9 and Daisy Bates. Don't talk to me about racism, nigga. I done picked cotton in Dermont, Arkansas with the Delta Regional when I was locked up, nigga. Hello. I don't like you. Oh, see, this nigga right here sound like an activated gangbanger. That nigga said, nigga, I don't give a damn. Nigga, once you put the knife down, I'm going to charge and attack, nigga. And look at the homie over here next to him with the khakis on. Yeah, cuz. On the dead homies, I'm going to jump on, cuz. On babies. I don't know where they from. I know they from Long Beach. I know they baby. I know that nigga DW be saying that shit on babies.
But I showed y'all that because, like, Cliff is a Paru from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? I don't gangbang. Don't get the blue shit twisted. This shit just match with what I got on, my nigga. Like, this is an Amazon jersey that my homegirl made, nigga. Like, don't get the shit twisted. I ain't no fucking gang member. But that's what I'm saying. Just because I'm, like, from Cliff's perspective, just because I'm part of that don't mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I showed that, right? But that whole shit, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The way that shit played out with Almighty Suspect make it seem like it was a play. And for Brandon, because from my understanding, you used to fuck with Tariq Nasheed, so you want some, you have you acknowledge that you're a black man and all that, and then you sitting here demeaning another black man, talking about, oh, you a hot yellow nigga, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And you on a white man platform doing this, but you supposed to be for your people. So no, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think you a hoe, if we're being honest. I don't even think the nigga pulled a blade on you, if we being honest, because we ain't see no blade. We saw that nigga spit on you though. We saw that, and you know what's funny? If you spit on somebody, that could be, I think it's like assault or some shit. It's some type of charge. So for Adam to show that nigga spit on you, but he didn't show the nigga had a knife, makes me feel like there was no knife. Lush was right there in the middle of you niggas, and he said he didn't see no knife. Then you want to call him a liar because nobody in there is saying he had a knife. Nigga said the security said it. We didn't hear him say it. All we heard was your big ass talking about he got a knife. He hiding behind security. That nigga spit on you, bruh. That nigga spit on you, bruh. And even before that, the nigga on 2 different occasions was like, nigga, let's go outside and handle that shit. You said I called you a hard ER. I've never said that shit to another black person in my life. But if I did say it, nigga, let's go outside and handle it. Then I spit on you the next time, and now you talking about, oh, the security was holding them back. Bro, if a motherfucker spit on you, there's nothing that's holding you back. Like that nigga told you. If that nigga had a knife, at some point you're going to have to put that knife down, nigga. And when you put that knife down, I'm getting up on your ass. Then you want to, oh man, why is black people, we always got to get physical? Because you niggas don't know how to talk to people with respect. You can get your point across without fucking disrespecting. You don't disrespect that white man. You can sit there and say all that black shit you want to. At the end of the day, you on a fucking white platform, my nigga. That's known for getting niggas locked up and backdoored and jumped and all type of shit. And you on there, yeah, nigga, now you can't feed your family, nigga. You take pride in that. I'm not stupid, my nigga. I know Adam didn't hire you so you can sit up there and talk about white folks. Don't get the shit twisted, my nigga. And I don't give a fuck. Man, come on. If you're new to the channel, I mean, let me tell you, I don't care about these internet games, all this shit. Even when they go to the motherfucking Diddy's, and I don't care about none of that. I don't give a fuck about no pardons. I don't care about nothing. My goal is to show y'all what really matters. It's not that shit. That shit, a nigga getting shot don't mean you ain't got to go to work today. Your ass still got to go to work. You still got to pay your bills. So fuck that. But you know what? Since you want to put that in our face, I'm going to show you how we could use this as a learning tool. That's my whole purpose. This shit ain't about no money for me, my nigga. I'm good. I got my own spot. I got my own car. I got a good job. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not on here pandering to you motherfuckers. I will never get on here and pander to you motherfuckers, bro. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even trying to brag when I say this, bro, but I know for at least the past year, my nigga, I've averaged 2,500 monthly listeners on Spotify, and I ain't put out no music since last year. On my birthday, it's gonna be a year since I put out some music. We got chopping this hoe. What's up, brother?
What's good, fool?
Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the Brandon and the suspect shit.
Man, Brand, I ain't gonna cap. Brandon got marked out, bro. And then on top of that, on top of getting marked out, right? He even admitted on there, because I've been keeping up with that joint. Right? And in there, damn, there we go. And in there, right, before Brandon even had got to where he was at, the first altercation where he was like, suspect used the ER. Boom. He did what he did. Suspect did what he did. the next episode when Brick Baby had called up there because they sat down like 3 times. The second time, Brick Baby had called up there. Brandon wasn't saying nothing, and Suspect was jive leaning on him for real. And Brandon was like, nah, we need to set up a fight because if he think he marked somebody out and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you indirectly saying, old boy marked you out, bruh. Flat out. That's just what it is. You indirectly saying that. Even though you don't want to admit it, yeah, it's like he did what he did, bruh. Like at the end of the day, no man should spit in your direction without any consequences being played. No man.
And
At
it's
all.
going a nigga can take that shit to court, my nigga, and say like that's a weapon. Spit is a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
So,
real talk.
I mean, what you gonna do if the white man spit on you?
That's the
This
thing,
come from
bro.
the same nigga that just told us that the West Coast experienced more racism than anybody else in the country. But you sitting here calling this nigga a high yellow nigga.
Hi, yeah, and that's that double-minded. That's that double-minded stuff that B was talking about. He wanna act like he pro-black, but then you try to categorize black. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if you this
He
kind
not
of
blacker
black,
than you.
you not black. Exactly, bro. Like, nah, that's what I was getting to when we was on the phone earlier. Like, how you trying to gatekeep what being black is? If you black, you black. If you ain't rocking with the black folks, stay over there. Flat out. Like, ain't no special. Because I'm a purple black. That means I'm the blackest of the black. But you a yellow black, so that means you ain't as black as me. What the fuck what does that even mean? Like,
And you didn't apologize for assuming he was a white man.
exactly. But it don't even matter because it don't matter if he had white in him or not, because he don't want to he ain't start his own joint. He went to the white man's joint to try to get his image and stuff up. So it kind of counteracts with each other. Why would you go to Adam 22 and want to be a host on the white man joint, but then you over here talking about, oh yeah, you could tell he got some white in him or something like that. Like, come on, bro, don't even make sense, bro. Don't even make sense.
Now, this is the same thing that's going on with Mark Lamont Hill and Ish. Now, keep in mind, Ish had this issue with Dr. Umar before this. So we saw it, especially like I don't watch that as much as I used to. I ain't watched it really since Mar and them been on there. But
Right.
like with the Dr. Umar shit, it's like, nigga, the reason you think the way you do is the same reason RG3 got on there and said what he said. And we saw it visibly. You're saying what you're saying because this white woman is behind you. You're saying what you're saying because you go home to that white woman.
Mm-hmm.
We all go home to black women, so we trying to, and we telling you, bro, that don't make sense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Remember we had that discussion, Theo? Like, yeah, you got you a white girl, and then a white cop kills a black man, and then it's unjust. How do y'all have that conversation?
They don't have it. And if they do have it, best believe that nigga is not disagreeing with that white woman. Because 9 times out of 10, that's that white woman house. Let's be honest, my nigga. And when I got my hair done today, my mama did my hair. Shout out to my moms. And
Word.
they had Shannon Sharp and Just Hilarious on there. And Shannon Sharp brought up, black women. What do you say? Black women want a traditional household but don't do traditional stuff. And like the new people say, I clocked it, but because I already knew what she was going to say. It's like, bro, people need to understand this, bro. we have been separated from each other as a household dynamic. So we both have characteristics in running our house by ourselves. And then you get with somebody that's damn near equal to you when it comes to handling business. So you have to learn how to, all right, how do I let you do this and I do this? But people are traditional, bro. That shit's over.
Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. I'm like, hold up, bro. I'm like, why my camera looks so fuzzy?
Oh damn, now you can't have me on this whole bless you, nigga. Don't do that. Don't do that. But shout out to Naive, bro. But nah, niggas, that's the problem. Even my mama said it. Like my mama said it when she was doing. When she was like, if Charlie tell me to get up and go do something, I'ma do it. I might ask like, what are we doing? But I'ma do it. He's the man of the house.
Mm-hmm. Sneak Naeem in the building.
Yes, shout out to Naeem. Niggas. This was my whole purpose in when I said this is why I told my mom, I was like, that's why niggas don't want black women right there, because it's too much of you're equal to me, even though it's not that. Just like she said, women will be submissive to who they want to be submissive to.
Who they want to be submissive to. Exactly.
But you have to show me you can lead me somewhere. You can't just say I'm a man, so follow me, and don't have no track record of where the fuck we going.
Not even that. Not even that. Just being able to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't stay. That's the whole problem, is that motherfuckers don't stand for something. You know, it's kind of sad because it kind of goes back to like the parents in the household. You know what I'm saying? When they say, oh, you can tell he ain't had no father in his household, but at the same time, we gotta remember, even if you have a 2-parent household or 1-parent household, doesn't mean that your father was doing the best job that he was on raising you. Doesn't mean that your father stood for something raising you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still inherit the same whole trades that your father had. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on what that person has been through, what that person is going at in his life, and what's his goals, what's his ambition, what's his drive like. You know what I'm saying? That all is characteristics in that man. You know what I'm saying? If you have a man with zero ambition, well, it doesn't matter who he get with. He's just not gonna have no ambition to do anything, or no drive, or no thought process on what kind of goals he want out of life. You see what I'm saying? So you can have a whole father in the household, but if you lack ambition, the fuck is what's the point? What's the point? It don't mean nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a whole. That's like, because when we do get to that point, it's gonna be a 2-step point, because we still have to get to, all right, now the man is back in the house, and now the man has to learn how to guide the household.
Exactly.
And that goes to, shout out to Dante Kyle. Dante Kyle is basically me and Chop, all of us. Like, he says the same things we say, but now people can hear it. And he said, as a black man, if there's other black men that's making black women feel uncomfortable, we're at fault, because this is a community issue. I can't say, well, I don't assault women, so that ain't on me. You can't say that. You got to say, all right, as a black man, we have an issue in our community. How can we fix this? But what I'm finna show y'all right here is the reason why we can't fix this. This nigga right here said, black men aren't being held accountable. You're not fucking being held accountable. You're not being held accountable, bro. You're the message that's being pushed right now by us black men is if a black woman is assaulted or harassed or anything, we need to talk to the man that accused that assaulted her, or we need to see if there's a police report. It's like fuck her word. We need something to back her word up before. And where the fucking logic in that? I tell you where it
Right.
is. Black men want to be like white women. They want to be like white men. That's why they disrespect they own people, they own men, and they disrespect their women. Who else does that? Other races does that to us. But since y'all want to be included so bad, you'll be like, yeah, I'll show you I don't give a fuck about this nigga or this bitch to be closer to you. Now niggas is saying, oh, bro, if you don't if you just going with a black woman's word, then that's a problem. But like I said, with when Lil Ronnie died, and I said, bro, I told y'all there was an issue with this shit. If we just include everything as a point, then we can't dissect who really got affected and who didn't. The whole pardon shit. If you just pardon niggas because you want some clout, then what about the pardons for the people that actually didn't do the shit? That actually got time that they shouldn't have got. So that shit, the black man ain't being held accountable is behind what? Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. First of all, Tory Lanez ain't even from here. Go back to my statement. If you're not from America, if you wasn't born in America, you're not a nigga. Cause see what happens? Now we gotta pull this nigga, and he included as a nigga. DJ Academics is included as a nigga. Castanet is included as a nigga. But as soon as they want to do something, where do they go? To their country.
Nah, for real. Real.
I want to know what you think about Tory Lanez. My thing is this, and it's real simple. If the nigga didn't shoot the bitch, you shouldn't have took it.
Nah, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. Yes, it's like a yes and no situation because I agree with you. But at the same time, you know, this is one of them things like would I still be the man that I am if I let my girl go down for the crime? You know what I'm saying? And I was just talking about this to my homeboys. You know, me and my wife, you know, we had got to this altercation with, it was like this girl was like, she was just losing her mind. She was having one of the mental breaks. And she had tried to put like this makeshift doll baby in a stroller in the back of my truck, right? And I'm like, whoa, lady, what you doing like that? So I'm getting her stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, and then she just starts going crazy, and then she hits my wife, right? So boom. My wife pulls out the knife. She ready to go. She ready to go at it with it, right? And I'm like, I had to hold her back, like, nah, like, shit, what are you doing? Calm down, relax. You know what I'm saying? I got this. So I get the situation under control and all that, you know what I'm saying? But say I couldn't, say I wasn't one of those logical thinking dudes. Maybe I wasn't as strong as I was to be able to control the situation in all chaos, and my wife ends up stabbing her. You know what I'm saying? Do I take the charge or do I let her take the charge? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I would be a hoe if I'd be like, nah, she stabbed her.
Okay, so my question with that is, who is his woman? Is it Meg Thee Stallion or is it the girl that shot Meg?
It's the girl that shot Meg. He like, because you gotta think he was messing with Shorty while Meg was doing her thing out of town or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole beef was about. The whole beef was about why you messing with Tory. And you know, I was talking to Tory, but he liked the other girl more than he liked Meg Thee Stallion.
So it's like I'm gonna take the lid because this is all my fault, anyways.
It's all exactly. Is that I'm the one that caused this. I'm the one that caused this, and I don't want to snitch on Shorty because I rock with Shorty, or I don't want to snitch on her because yeah, I mean, like, yeah. So he it was kind of a no win situation for real. You know what I'm saying? He was if anything, I know in his mind it's not why did I take the rat. In his mind was like I should have just let her shoot her. You see what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? In his mind it's like I should have just let her shoot her.
I think the thing that people don't understand with that case, like I said, I don't really know too much about it, but I do know that nigga's a felon, and I do know in California they don't play about them guns, bro.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. He didn't get. I don't think he got charged with actually shooting her. He got
Mm-mm.
charged with having a gun, and it being unregistered in California. Gun possession and having an unregistered gun in his possession. That he ain't get charged with actually shooting her. So that's what the people is failing to realize. He
It's the
didn't
same
get
thing with ASAP Rocky.
exactly.
It's the exact same thing. It's just somebody got shot in this situation. Because I know the law is looking at it like if you didn't bring this unlicensed, unregistered gun, nobody would have got shot.
Nobody would have got shot.
And I think people are just I'm gonna be honest with you. I really feel like that shit just comes from the hatred of black women. And it's like I hate how black women get that stigma of how they rappers is how they are. That's how all black
But
women are.
see, it's kind of a double-edged sword because now you got to look at it as we wouldn't have this hatred if they didn't perceive themselves this kind of way. Because listen to what Meg was talking about. She was talking about beating girls up and doing all this other stuff, and you know what I'm saying. But then when some real shit happened, now it's you shot me. You know what I'm saying? So the whole tune changes. You know, so I feel like women kind of got it messed up because the women that they're pushing is not the real women of the world. So they
Yeah.
kind of getting dragged into that image. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being like, nah, that's them what they was back in the day. That's them ratchets. No, that's them hoochies. That's them, yeah, I mean, whatever they like to call them, you know. But us as women, we don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they get a bad rap because the image is being pushed on them. So now everybody looking at the woman one kind of way. This is what you are. This is how you act. Look, your top figures is like that, and it is kind of messed up because instead of Kamala Harris getting somebody with some stature like Maya Angelou, Oprah, you know, like somebody with some stature, like with doctrines and stuff like that. She go get Meg Thee Stallion. She go get Kelly Rowland. She go get all these entertainer people that try to fit the image of what the black woman is supposed to be like, but that's not how they are. So it kind of like solidifies like, yeah, this is the best y'all black women can do right here. It's kind of messed up.
And that's what takes me to the whole 1090 Jake shit. Because it's like one thing I noticed is this whole country runs off of, I would say the whole world runs off of black people, but the country for sure runs off of black people. Any race issue, any entertainment, any sports, it's all revolved around us, and we get the short end of the stick because we still don't know our value. We still okay with just, let's let me in the room, and then you get in the room and I change the whole conversation. You're not even getting no game in it, but you just want to be in here. So now you in here. And it's like the more that we on some, you know what, bro, let's just fuck with each other. The more they push back on that shit. That's the whole 1090J shit. 1090J said he went on Bootleg Kev, another white man platform, and said, I don't want to be looked at as a gang member no more. Because I wanted to it's some niggas, it's some white boys from Boston, and they was fucking with Mark Wahlberg, and he was like, I want to fuck with Mark Wahlberg, but how do I look with all this gang shit on my Instagram trying to fuck with Mark Wahlberg? Mark Wahlberg did a fucking hate crime on a black person so bad that he can't even get his gun rights back. Mark Wahlberg also has been caught saying nigga plenty of times. And you built your whole whatever the fuck you got going on off the back of black people. I've been said this before it even became a snitching platform. I was like, hey, bro, this white man making all this money off our deaths. I think that's worse than the snitching shit. So now the nigga was like, yeah, I don't want to be looked at as a gang member because all them niggas that's 50 and shit, them niggas broke. So that's why I played the Cliff World TV video at the beginning to show, all right, you saying everybody is broke. How about you put some of these people in position, since you the nigga in the gang that got the money and all the clout? That's why I don't believe this shit. That's why I don't believe you was in the fit. Bro, one thing I can say about black gangs, there's an understanding. We kill each other. Is it right? No, but it's an understanding. I killed them niggas from over there. Why is this white boy over here killing us? But in the same breath, niggas say they got a problem with the KKK. But we just let this white boy come over to a mass genocide we got going on. So, like I said,
politicking.
And then, like I said, the nigga went to a white platform and said this shit. This was a couple of days ago. So why is this nigga on here talking about he wanted to expose Larry Hoover? But you know who also just got on here and said he wanted to expose Larry Hoover? Fucking Whack 100.
Whack 100 want to be part of the white committee.
Hell yeah.
He want to be a part of the white committee. He, you know, and it is, see, when you done crossed off a lot of bridges, burnt a lot of bridges. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's easy for you to go to the white side and do stuff with the white people, because one, the stuff that we gotta ask ourselves, right? What is his kids like? What does he preach, and what is his kids like? Because I know, I don't want to put you in this or put your business out there like that, but your father stood on what he stood on, all the way down to you. You know what I'm saying? Whack 100, he didn't stand on all that shit that he stood on down to his kids. If that was the case, we would have his kids would be in the same thing or in the same image that he's in. His kids is nowhere near that image. Never even seen that image, touched it or nothing. You see what I'm saying?
So you teaching your kids that it's okay to exploit black people.
Exactly. He's teaching his kids like, yeah, we're gonna use black people to get to better ourselves. Cause that's all he did. That's all he did. He just used people, bro. He just used people.
He used black people. And that's the thing when it comes to Big U and them niggas, it's like it's always us, bro.
No, see, it's a difference though. Because he understands that he can't just use any black person. It gotta be a specific kind of black person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be one of those ones that is in that life but doesn't know who they doesn't know the actual value of life. You see what I'm
And
saying?
looking for validation from niggas like him.
Exactly, and looking for validation. See, this is why Suspect is going through what he's going through.
Yeah.
Because if we trace back the lineage of Suspect, his father's a real nigga.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
His father's a real street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he knows the value of his self. So this is why he can't be controlled by a Whack 100 or Adam 22 or Brandon or Brick Baby or Sharp. You know what I'm saying? He can't be controlled by them because they need validation. He don't need validation.
Yeah, that's true.
He knows his worth. He knows what he's worth. You know what I'm saying? So anything that he feels like he can buck the system on, I'm gonna buck that system because I know who I am. Y'all the only ones that need validation from this white man. Y'all the only one that need validation from this particular group. You see that because he tells I'm not no gangster. I'm not no gang member. I'm not none of that. I'm just me. If you don't like me, then oh well. That is what it is. And you gotta respect that. See, people can't respect that because they need validation from somebody else. They need somebody else to be like, hey yo, nah, that nigga right there, he a real nigga. That nigga right there, yeah, he a real nigga. They need
and that's
that.
what Brandon said. He tried to clown him because he was like, I ain't want to be in the gang no more. And I'm like, yeah, you hate this nigga because we don't clown niggas for not want to be gang members.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got put off the hood. What the fuck?
Good. As he should. He should got put off the hood. I don't know nobody who wants to be in the hood. Real street people do not want to be in the street. Exactly. Real gangsters don't want to be gangster. They're I ain't gonna say forced, but they choose to do that because this is the lifestyle that they're accustomed to. It's a lifestyle that they grew up in. It's not like they want to do that. And anyway, just wake up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just join me a blood gang today. No.
Now this is a good point too with the whole because I heard that paperwork. I ain't even looked into it yet, but the paperwork on Larry Hoover is fake. But I find it funny that, like I said, we know the nigga still got 200 years even after being pardoned. But I think motherfuckers got mad because he was getting so much attention. They was like, well, shit, the only reason he got pardoned is because he told. Like, but this is I just said this is what's happening every time that we come together. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually happy for this other black person. Here come. That's what I'm saying. We can actually see it now. Like we can actually see. Oh yeah, this nigga. Every time we happy about some shit, he try to come and throw a wrench in the shit.
I said this before. I haven't said it online, but I told people this. I said we're the only ones that can be on a boat. Everybody could be chained up. A person to come in there from just being sent to go work in the fields and he got his chains on, but his chains is cleaner. His chains is fresh. Like they just put them on him. They fresh. So they not squeezing his wrist. They not all rusted around the edges and stuff like that.
And all that.
Exactly. And then people will just look at him and be like, I don't like yo because he got new chains on. I got these rusted chains on. But aren't we on the same boat?
Thank you.
Chained up to the same thing, to going to the same spot. You know what I'm saying? And you only thing you can say is you don't like me or I don't rock with Cho like that because he got new chains.
Or you go work a job and then it's only one black person in, and you come in there and this nigga try to take my job.
Out of
How?
everybody in here, he the one that's trying to take your job.
That's what I say, bro. Like that game that they put on this nigga, it's a strong motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
they really got us with that shit.
See, it's sad. It's sad, Theo, because we never went back and really looked at the Slave Act and what the Slave Act actually meant to us. You know what I'm saying? If people would go back and just read the Slave Act and how they used the Slave Act to separate us, bruh, then people will start to understand. It's like oh, this been in the mix the whole time. We've been doing they've been doing this the whole time. Like, yeah, bruh, bruh,
That's crazy.
the Slave Act showed us how they separated us, how they why we're against each other the whole way, all that stuff, bro. Slave Act, Virginia Slave Act of 1776. I think that's what it is. 17. Dang, what is that?
You said Virginia.
Yeah. The Virginia Slave Act, Slave Code. Click on that. 1705. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Nah, niggas know the Willie Lynch letter, and then that nigga wasn't real. This is my issue, bro.
Mhm.
Dr. Umar. Nobody ever talks about what he say. Where the school at? Why you ain't there for your daughter? Fuck the messenger, bro. Look at the message.
Right.
This is what I know. Jesus could come back right now, and niggas is going the same way it went the first time.
Mm-hmm. Bruh, this is what put the chain of events into play. Remember, it's not the battle that you win, it's the war. We don't forget the battle. The battle is just casualties. We don't care nothing about the battle. It's the war that we want to win. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, before go down to show more. Go down to show more real quick. Let's see. All right, scroll down just a little bit.
Damn, I didn't know all this shit was in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot. Okay. So before all these joints got into play, right? There was a thing called indentured servants, slaves, free and freemen. Black people was known as freemen. They had indentured servants, which was like a mixture, and then they had slaves, which was predominantly like white people for real, like that. It wasn't really no black people. When all this stuff started getting to play, that's when it became the white man is more superior, and anybody of color became slaves. All right, go show less. Hit show less. We need to pull up the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for is a link.
Right here. Click on Wikipedia. Click on the Wikipedia joint. Right there. Yeah. Okay.
Damn, it said it verbatim right
there. Yep, there you go. Right there. The law after being passed transformed
servitude into slavery.
Damn, I wish I can zoom in a little more. Servitude into slavery turning many African Americans from extended servitude. Yeah, there we go. To a bonded forced lifetime commitment to slavery. Bonded and forced lifetime commitment to slavery.
Told y'all about context. Context. You gotta read
Thank
in
you.
between the lines.
Thank you. So
Shout out to E.
bonded, right? Now, when we get to reading this stuff, right? You gotta ask yourself, why would a eugenist, right? Why would a eugenist, a person that studies DNA and all that stuff, be in charge of making birth certificates? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this guy's a eugenist who studies DNA and certain things like that, genes and all that stuff. Why would he be in charge of making birth certificates for people?
So he could choose who niggas and who ain't.
Thank you. So when you
Damn.
go down, yes, yeah. Oh, we just at the we ain't even at the tip of the iceberg. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
cold.
This is just this. You know how when like you hold something in water and then you let it go, and then right before it hits the surface, it starts to bevel, and then it opens up. Bro, we are only on the bevel. We didn't even the
That's
water didn't even open up yet to even show the tip of the iceberg. We just on the bevel. Yeah, I mean this. If we really want to break stuff down, this gotta be like a 3-part thing because it's so much information that has to be produced so that people can understand. You know what I'm saying? So boom, go up. Boom, right there. So
shit.
okay, here we go. Virginia Slave Act. Yeah, yep.
That's crazy.
Yep, we're gonna get to that. So the Virginia Slave Act codes of 1705, right? And that concerning servants and slaves were a series of laws enacted by the colony of Virginia, House of Burgess, in 1705, regulating the interactions between slaves and citizens of the Crown Colony of Virginia. So basically, what they did was anybody who was white and anybody who was black, they separated them. They separated them. They made these specific laws that if you had color, you was black, that you was considered slaves. Anybody who was white was considered either citizens or the masters of the slaves. Okay, this is the beginning.
Is England not a Christian country or non-Christian?
England is, I think it's a one form of Christianity, because Christianity has several different forms. So you have unorthodox, you have dang, I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up. And see, that's another thing too. With the Christians that you see nowadays is one form of Christianity that they push to for us to be on this land. So if you go to Russia, you could have Christians out there, but they study a different practice of Christianity. You can go to Asia, they can be Christians out there, but they got their own set of Christian guidelines that they go by. So exactly.
That's crazy.
So boom. The interaction between slaves and citizens of the Crown Colony of Virginia. The enactment of the slave codes is considered to be the how you pronounce that? Consolidation.
Consolidation.
Yeah, consolidation of slavery in Virginia, and served as a foundation to Virginia slave legislation. All servants from non-Christian lands became slaves. So when they came over, they wasn't, it was no real Christianity or nothing like that. So they looked at the people as if they was, non-religious. So we're coming over, we're pushing this religion out.
Mhm.
We're starting this religion. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who's not part of our religion is going to become slaves. That was like 90% of whoever was out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they didn't go by that. So
Basically, if you ain't us, then you a slave.
exactly. You're not us. You a slave. There were 41 parts of this code, each defined in a different part and law surrounding the slavery in Virginia. These codes overruled the other codes in the past, and other subjects covered by this act were canceled. So it's like you're gonna get down or you're gonna lay down. So the laws were devised to establish a greater level of control over the rise of African slave populations in Virginia. It also socially segregated white colonists from black enslaved persons. So right there, it also socially segregated white colonists from black enslaved persons. When they came to the land and they started pushing this, white people and black people was actually living together, working together, doing stuff together, and all that. So when they came and pushed this, now that's what they mean by citizens. So the white people that was already there mixed with the black people, they were citizens. The black people became slaves. We're separating y'all two, so y'all can't coexist no more. We're laying down this law now to show one is higher than the other.
It reminds me of in the Bible, like when everybody spoke one language, and it was like, "Nigga, let's go to heaven. Let's try to build something to go to heaven." And God was like, "Man, throw some different. Them niggas is why niggas can't be on the same page, bro.
They bugging."
Yeah, these niggas trying to come up here. What the fuck you coming up here for?
But look how they double back.
Exactly.
Look how they double back on it though. It also socially segregated white colonists from black enslaved persons, making them desperate groups and hindering their ability to unite. Right there.
That's so deep, bro.
Hindering their ability to unite. So we separate these two and we make classes, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna become desperate and start solely. They're gonna work with their own people, and the other one's gonna work with their own people. You know what I mean? And then to even stop them from uniting ever again, we're gonna separate the two and make it classes. You're a lower class, you're the higher class. It's like what I was saying, bro. If I come in here with fresh chains on that the master just put on me, you got these rusted ones eating into your skin.
You ain't been in the field like us, nigga.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. He ain't got no calluses. You know what I'm saying? This is how it starts. So look, right? So unity of the commoners was perceived fear of Virginia's how you pronounce that?
Artists crack. I don't.
Damn. Dang, I had it before.
Aristocratic crack. Crazy.
How you
So
how the
artist.
hell how you pronounce this word?
A Democrat. So aristocracy.
Damn. It's gonna make me Google this.
And I don't usually do that.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see.
It's gonna make me Google that to get the pronunciation.
Speech. Fuck it. Let's see how smart this computer is.
Word.
Oh my god. See, nigga, just say the fucking word. Why the fuck? Let me see. You should be able to hear this when I push it. Let me see. Aristocracy.
Aristocracy.
Do not
Okay.
look like.
Aristocracy. That's one of the words, bro. That's one of the words. Hey, see, but this is how they use certain words. You know what I'm saying? In
To
certain
cover it up
places
because the
that
definition is the highest class in certain societies, especially those holding damn what's that? It's like heritage, but hereditary titles of office.
okay.
Yeah, I see why they use that word.
Yeah,
I ain't even know that.
because you then you got to go back and you got to figure out what each when you reading this you have to look up certain words so that you can get a better understanding of why they put these words in these spots, because if they would have just said that the highest part, it would sound messed up. But to put this word into play, it's like, okay, we could cover it up a little bit.
Yeah, because listen to what you just said. Unity of the commoners was a perceived fear of Virginia's highest class in certain society. So it's basically like the government now.
Exactly. Who wish to prevent repeated events such as Bacon's Rebellion. So Bacon's Rebellion was go click on that. Click on Bacon's Rebellion, because this is all this stuff ties together. Okay. So this guy Nathaniel Bacon and colonial governor William Berkeley, they had a battle, and this is what kind of led up to slavery. All right. Now, when you read in Bacon's Rebellion, remember I told you it's not the battle that you win, it's the war. This was a battle. This was a battle between two people. One of them won, but then further down the line, like I said, 29 years later, they come up now with the Slave Act of 1705 that separates the two. This is what he was trying to do a long time ago, but couldn't do it because he ended up dying. And look what it says. Look what it says. Okay. Bacon's Rebellion was an armed rebellion by Virginia settlers that took place in 1676 to 1677. It was only a year. It was led by Nathaniel Bacon against colonial governor William Berkeley. After Berkeley refused Bacon's request to drive Native American Indians out of Virginia. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna scratch that Native American Indians because I'm gonna break down exactly what Native American Indians is. So we're gonna put this as indigenous American Indians. Okay, to drive indigenous American Indians out of Virginia. Thousands of Virginians from all classes, including those of indentured servants and races, It doesn't say black people. It says indentured servants and races. That means it could be any race. It could be any
Because you
race.
put that class out there, so it's the people that ain't in that class that you said.
Exactly. Rose up in arms against Berkeley, chased him from Jamestown, and ultimately torching the settlement. The rebellion was first suppressed by a few armed merchant ships from London, whose captain sided with Berkeley and the Loyalists. Go up. Government forces led by Herbert Jeffreys arrived after and spent several years defeating pockets of resistance and reforming the colony government to colonial government. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you got it.
Colonial government to be once more under direct crown control. While the rebellion did not succeed in the initial goal of driving the indigenous Americans from Virginia, it did result in Berkeley recalling to England, where he died shortly thereafter. So it's not the daggone war. It's not the battle. It's the war. We don't care about the battle. Battle just means we're gonna lose people. It's the war. We need to focus on the future and what the future is gonna bring. Bacon's rebellion was the first rebellion in the North American colonies in which this discontented for frontiersmen took part of somewhat similar uprising in Maryland involving John Code and Hoseas Fidel took place in 1689. So the same thing in Virginia happened in Maryland. Okay. The alliance between European indentured servants and Africans. Right there. A mix of indentured, enslaved, and freed Negroes. So when you say they separated us, it's right here. Everybody moved, everybody lived together. It wasn't no separation. It wasn't no upper class, lower class, middle class. It wasn't no white people is superior, black people is lower, is slaves. Not everybody lived together under this. It wasn't until they came from wherever the heck they came from, moved in, and now they want to change the guidelines on how we live.
They noticed there was no control. If I got everybody on the same page, then how am I going to separate them?
There you go. They responded by hardening the racial caste of slavery in an attempt to divide the two races from subsequent united uprising. With the passage of Virginia slave codes of 1705. You see how all this plays a part
into the war.
So the slave code was put into place so that the two races would not unite against the people that's coming over there and uprising and moving them back out to England where they came from. That's
a war right there. Damn, that's what AO was saying about the 100-year plan shit.
Yeah. That's
like, yeah, nigga, I can afford to lose this because I know what the end goal is. So you focus on the fucking battle. I'm focused on the war, nigga.
Yeah. We just gonna use y'all to fight. Yeah, I mean, but I know what I'm putting in place is gonna be way better than us just battling over this land. I don't really care about the land. I care about I care about stature. I care about rank and stuff like that, bro. I don't care about who's on this land. Don't worry, you can live on this land, but guess what? I'm gonna be ranked higher than you while we living on this land. You're gonna have to come to me for anything that you need, and this is what started it. This is what started it right here. This is, like I said, bro. We ain't even hit the tip of the iceberg. This is just a bevel on the water. This is just the you ready? Oh, it look like something ready to merge out the water. Yeah, that's where we at right now.
And for all the history, because I love history, but I don't know. Y'all probably do. Do y'all have like a state? Y'all learn state history in school? Like we learned Texas history. We didn't really have U.S. history. It was just
Nah,
all Texas.
we didn't see. That's the crazy part. That's why I didn't get into social studies like that. Is because we had U.S. history. We didn't have state Maryland history. What started Maryland and stuff like that. We didn't have that. We had just straight U.S. history, and it was talking about a whole bunch of white people that I didn't really care about.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is my first time hearing any of this. And like I tell people, bro, I didn't even know about Malcolm X till I was in high school when I saw the movie. Like,
Yeah,
they don't teach us this shit. And I see why they don't teach us, because I always said, bro, you can't just start with them niggas killing the native people from here. You got to understand, first of all, you got ran out your own country. And then you brought the whole reason you got ran out that country and you brought it to another place and did the same shit that got you ran out from over there.
Yeah, and see, it was good for them to do that over here, is because when they came over here, it was more of an acceptance thing. It was like, okay, like this, we free. We just do whatever we do. We build our houses and we do, we live together and all that stuff. But y'all need some type of order. No, we don't really need no order or nothing. We've been living fine like how it is. Crime low. Yeah, me.
You heard Christopher Columbus, nigga. These Native Americans will give us anything we ask for, and you backdoored them niggas. And the sick part about it is you celebrate that shit.
Now, see,
but you want to talk about niggas killing niggas. Come on.
This is why I go so hard on that Native American talk, is because go to
I gotta go back.
Go back. All right. So Bacon's Rebellion. Go down a little bit. Let's see if I can find it. Go down a little bit.
You looking for the because you said we was gonna go back to it. Damn, where was it at? I thought maybe it was on that page.
Yeah, no, we covered it on that page on Berkeley's joint. All right. So
it was not that. It had to be somewhere right here.
No, not the word. All right, so go to know nothing. Go to know nothing.
Where's that at?
Type in know nothing party.
Oh.
What did I type in before? I think I typed in
Oh yeah, me and you had this conversation. I remember.
Yeah, we had this conversation. Yeah, go to Wikipedia. Know nothing party. Yeah.
United States.
You clicked on it?
Yeah. Oh, it ain't showing.
No, it's not showing on mine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
It's still
forgot.
on. It's still on Google. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so the American Party, known as the Native American Party, before the before and
Political.
colloquially, dang,
Critical.
critically
Colloquially.
referred as the Know Nothings or the Know Nothing Party, was an old stock and nativist political movement in the United States in the 1850s. Members of the movement were required to say "I know nothing" whenever they was asked about specifics by outsiders, providing the group with this
Colloquial.
political name. Supporters of the Know Nothing movement believe that an alleged Romanist conspiracy to subvert civil and religious liberty in the United States was being hatched by Catholics before they sought political organization. Native-born Protestants, in defense of the traditional religion and political values. The Know Nothing movement is remembered for its theme because Protestants feared the Catholic priests and bishops would control a large block of voters. In most places, the ideology and influence of the Know Nothing movement lasted only 1 to 2 years before it disintegrated.
Disintegrated.
Oh damn! I'm over here
Disin-
trying. You know, you right. I'm over here trying to break it down. Yeah, there you go. Disintegrated due to the weak and inexperienced local leaders and lack the public publicity to proclaim to lack
A lack of publicity.
yeah,
Damn, they did that shit on purpose.
a
They
lack
don't want to read this shit.
a lack of publicity proclaimed national leaders and the deep split over the issues of slavery. So
I ain't know that.
this group, right? It has to do with two different subgroups, Catholics and Romanists. So Catholics came over and they're trying to push their wave on the people that's already there. The native-born Protestants that's already there is like, no, we don't want to do that. So now we're going against them, but we're doing it in silence because we're in fear what y'all gonna do. Because if you do your history about, the Catholics coming over, they was massacring people.
Hell yeah.
If you didn't convert, you had to either move or we just killed you and made the people convert. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we had to do this in silence. So this is how the Know Nothing Party started, and then it turned from Know Nothing to Native Americans. Split over issues of slavery. In parts of the South, the party did not emphasize anti-Catholicism as frequently as it emphasized in the North, and it stressed a neutral position on slavery. It became the
The main alternative to the
illegit name is in the way.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. There you go. It became the main alternative to the dominant Democratic Party. You see what I'm saying? So, oh snap! What the heck? So the Democrat Party was kind of like, this is like kind of like the forefront of the Democrat Party.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Damn.
go.
Because I remember it was a president that said, "You niggas gonna be voting Democrat for like the next 100 years or some shit." And it's like, nigga, really been on that for the what, 400 years?
Bruh. Because how many people really sit here and read all of this stuff? You see what I'm saying? How many people really sit here and go back to 1600s and work their way up to where we at now? If we start doing this, we'll start understanding why we're in the position that we're in. See, this is all game. This is when I say, how can we play the game, or how can we be in the game when we don't even know the rules? We can't play a game if we don't even know where the game came from and even how the game got started.
And we blessed that we able to do this because
and
we're doing this publicly. So that even speeds up the clock on how accessible this shit's gonna be in the future.
Exactly.
Cause these niggas breaking this shit down. Yeah, start taking that shit down, bro.
No, this is why remember I told you I screenshotted all the stuff so that we can have, you know what I'm saying? Because this stuff is I know it seems like just a story or whatever, but it really is the forefront of where we're at to this day. The reason why me, you, and other people are so separated. The reason why everybody is looking for oh, I want to be pan African. I want to be this, because we don't even know where the heck we came from. This goes back to Almighty Suspect and the issues that he's having. He knows where he come from.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be controlled. This is why he's going through what he's doing, because he knows where he come from. I can control a brick baby. I can control a whack. I can control this because they're seeking validation. I know this. They want to have validation so bad that they don't even see that I can use this against them. I can manipulate them to do certain things and act certain kind of ways because y'all need me to have this validation. Then y'all not daggone can stand on your own type stuff. And this is why we're going through what we're going through, because we need validation from the next person. We can't just be like, oh, nah, I'm not with none of that. I know where I came from. I know what we came from and overcome. But nah, as long as they can't do that, we need Medicare. We need government assistance. We need this. We need that. So y'all need validation.
This shit is crazy, bro.
This
shit is crazy because it makes so much more sense. Like, the game is rigged, bro.
It always been. It's not meant for us to win. Only way we can even play the game is if we read the stuff that we're reading right now.
Because now when a nigga say the Illuminati, that's not far-fetched.
Nah, heck no.
Shit, like, what are you talking about?
Heck no, it's not.
Oh, there's no Illuminati. There's no boogeyman. What are you talking about? Look what we reading. Look what they did to the people back then.
Yeah.
Oh, all y'all getting along, nigga. We finna stop that. Watch this.
Mm-hmm. Scroll down. We gonna finish touching on this part, but scroll down a little bit. Hold up.
I might zoom out a little bit. Damn.
Yeah. Oh no. Yo, this is it's like 4 or 5 different pages, bro. It's like it's so many pages, bro. Now
I can't blow this up. Let me see.
I want to get to I want to get to one part. Yeah, I'm looking for a specific part. Okay, go up a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. I mean, go down. My fault. Go yeah,
Oh,
go
you
down.
good?
Go down. Go down. Okay. Okay. Um. Boom. Okay. Boom. Right here. Go up. Go up. Go up.
Right here.
A little bit more. A little more. A little more. A little more. Right there. Right there. Okay. Right there. So we talked about that was the start of the Democratic Party, right? So boom, known as the Know Nothing movement, managed to elect Congressman Nathaniel P. Banks of Massachusetts and several other individuals. What's that? What's that say? Because the StreamYard's in my way, I can't see that.
Into office in 1854 elections, and
Yeah.
it subsequently Casas decided into a new political party, which was known as the American Party. Particularly in the South, the American Party served as a vehicle for politicians who opposed the Democrats.
Yeah.
Many of stop me when you want to. Many of the American Party members and supporters also hoped that it would stake out a middle ground between the pro-slavery positions of the Democrat politicians and the radical anti-slavery positions of the rapidly emerging Republican Party.
Bow right there. Okay. So now, right? Red versus blue.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that, right? Red versus blue. So particularly in the South and in the South, the American Party served as a vehicle for politicians who oppose the Democrats. Many of the American Party members and supporters also hope that it would take out the middle ground between the pro slavery position of the Democrat politicians and the radical anti-slavery position of the rapid emerging Republican Party. So remember, I told you this back in the day, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
not back, a little bit back. Remember, I told you this is the beginning of the Civil War. This is the beginning of it. This is everything to do. You have one side that they rock with the slavery, but they don't really want to change the slavery. But then you got the other ones that is more like, nah, we need them to do everything type stuff. Like they more radicalized on that joint. Like they can live and have peace, but we'll still keep our eyes on. We'll still have them, in a certain slave in a certain thing. But
Slave
then
control and all that.
yeah, but the other one is like, nah, we want them on our fields. We want them like this. We want them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is what you're seeing right here. The American Party nominated former President Millard Ford in 1856 presidential election, but he kept quiet about his membership in it, and he personally refrained from supporting the Know Nothing movement activities and ideology. Fillmore received 2.5% of the popular vote in 1856 presidential election, finishing behind the Democrat and Republican nominees. Henry Winter Davis, an active Know Nothing, was elected on the American Party ticket to Congress of Maryland. He told Congress the un-American Irish Catholic immigrants were to blame for the recent election of the Democrat James Buchanan as president, stating the recent election has developed in an aggravated form every evil against which the American Party protested. So basically, he's throwing salt on another person from stopping them from winning, just like we see now in the presidential elections. You know what I'm saying? You'll have one person trying to throw salt on the other person's name. You know,
they was doing that shit 200 years ago. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? So boom, go down a little bit more. Right here. So the party entered a period of rapid decline after Fillmore lost in 1857. The Dred Scott versus Sanford pro-slavery decision of the Supreme Court of the United States further galvanized opposition of slavery in the North, causing many former know-nothings to join the Republicans. The remnants of the American Party largely joined the Constitutional Union Party in 1860, and they disappeared during the American Civil War.
They disappeared, or you killed what was left of them. They didn't want to get down with y'all.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, so we see like,
and you know that's true because they did that
Civil War.
And you know it's true because they did that with the Chinese when they came over here and wrote them off as white folks.
Mm-hmm.
History repeats itself
all over again, bruh. All over again. If you look at and it's not far-fetched to say that we're the most dominant race over here, because if that was the case, why would they bring Chinese people over and have them filed under Caucasian? There's no Asian Americans. I haven't seen an Asian American on the application yet.
And you listening to a motherfucker that runs all that shit tell you you're a minority, but you're not populating as fast as we're populating.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you that so you remember, hey nigga, we still in charge, but I'm really bluffing.
But I'm really bluffing.
Bullet, yeah, I can't defend myself.
Exactly.
The context clues. I'm like, you gotta read between the lines, bro.
I'm telling you,
y'all
bro.
Only 13%. If we only 13%,
why do y'all need our votes every year?
Why are you tripping on 13%? That's 87% more, bro.
I'm telling
That's because you're writing everybody off as they're you, because you know your numbers ain't shit.
Yeah, and they dwindling. This is why you're not mad at interracial relations.
We don't have networks, bro. So we not the ones putting them commercials on TV. We not even the ones that's putting on the shit on YouTube.
And we show y'all enough interracial relations, this will make you easy for invading. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we
Hey,
can.
look at the Mexicans with Trump.
Come on now,
You
man.
play right into that man's hand.
Man, I'm telling you,
Hey,
and
thank you for voting for me. Now get the fuck out.
this is why I go so hard on saying like, yo, you're not Native American, because in order for you to be Native American, you got to be an ancestor of a Know Nothing party, and we know Know Nothing party was started by white people, so you can't be part of that. So how are you Native American? It don't make sense.
Because they don't go this far back. Like I told you, I didn't even know about this shit till you told me. I
Yeah,
had heard of it, but I didn't know what it was.
yeah, we all heard of Know Nothing, but nobody puts the Know Nothing with Native American. Memphis, can you open up another tab?
Yeah.
Open up another tab and type in Native American. And then go to images. Tell me where you see our skin at.
Maybe this one. This one definitely.
Keep going.
These folks right here.
Keep going.
Nah, these look like Mexicans. And why we don't know no country full of Native Americans?
Because we're not considered Native Americans, bro. These is all mixed breed with white people, bro. Like people that came in and got colonized by white people, bro.
You never heard of a country like, yeah, the Native Americans. Like, what the fuck? What would they call Indians? Do you know a country? Because you go to India, you're not gonna see this.
You're not gonna see that. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Look, this is like Spanish, bro.
It's Pocahontas.
Exactly. And you know Pocahontas was dating the white man.
Man, what?
She wasn't dating no black person. Look at that. That one right here. Stop right there. You see right there. She look white. She look like she got white all in her. She ain't got no black in her.
I mean, if you was to call them Mexicans, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
With Mexico being
Spaniard.
Yeah, like,
yeah, man, like, yeah. That would make perfect sense. But this ain't now type in indigenous people. Let's see what pops up. Right there.
Down, folks.
Right here to the right. Right here to the right. They down one. Right here. They look like somebody. Yeah, and the one on the left.
Yeah, that look like somebody grandfather.
Like, yeah. Right now as we speak.
It look like my papa low key.
Scroll down. Let's see. Go. All right, hold up. Go back to the joint. Go back to the search. Right there. Stop. Go back up a little bit. That's Australia. That's Austrian. No, what's that? Yeah, Australian.
That's a black kid and a black man.
Exactly. And we know what and they took the indigenous people out of there. They can't even be out there like that. I don't know what they done did to the indigenous people out there, bruh. I don't know what they
Even the
done did.
old Chinese folks was black.
Yeah,
Everybody that ain't white is black.
bro. We travel so many places, bro, way before Christopher Columbus, bro. It don't even make sense. Hit the search bar, and I think it came up indigenous versus Americans. I think that joint popped up there, right there. Indigenous versus Native American. Let's see. Keep scrolling down.
Them black folks, that's black
You
man
done
right
black.
there.
I'm telling you.
But see what you said? You just said it. And it says it right here. When Europeans decided to colonize the globe, over 300 million indigenous people of Americas and Australia were murdered.
See what I'm saying? I told you, bro. They took them. And y'all think I just be making this stuff up as I'm going? Like, no, I don't be making this stuff up. This is actual facts, bro. You just got to do your research. Shouts out to Bobby Cash, because Bobby Cash the one that made me learn about this stuff.
Now, what you murder them people for? To cover up
So,
what you had?
so I made this this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it. Go back to the joint. Go back to the literature we was reading. I made this is connection, right? So what if the Native Americans that we supposed to see now, that they claim as Native Americans, right? They done gave them land, they done gave them, their shares, like, oh yeah, y'all was on this land, we're gonna give y'all land back, right? What if these are the people that was ancestors to like the No Native Party and stuff like that? Like, you could tell, like, down their line they had white people in their family and stuff like that, because we know that they don't give people nothing for no reason. So
I don't think that's too far-fetched.
yeah, because if that's the case, we should have been received some type of reparations and all that stuff. But being as though their family is descendant of the Know Nothing Party and quote unquote the Native American Party, and they can be traced back to like some of their family members and ancestors could be traced back to that time. This is why we gave y'all land and stuff. This is why we gave y'all this particular plot of land and say, yeah, this is y'all stuff because of that. So I'm like, yeah, that gotta be the reason. Because we know white people ain't just giving up nothing.
So would you go to say that they only give land to Native American, quote unquote, saying that if you're Native American, you're basically saying you white, to sum it up?
Exactly.
I agree with that. As a Native American, as whatever the fuck, I agree with that. I do. Like, it makes sense. I'm only gonna give land to if I get it back. So it's like, yeah, I'm giving this to you, but it's still mine.
Exactly.
So when whatever the fuck happens with this country, we can fall back on the Native American shit. I feel like that's a good play.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got casinos and shit. You really washing money if you want to talk about it. But hey,
Why wouldn't we?
non-taxable too.
Exactly. Come on now. You just giving them non-tax money, non-tax land. Like, come on,
So,
bro.
but if
If,
that's the
if me
case,
and you right now, decide we want to buy a plot of land, it's gonna be so many stipulations on it.
but if that's the case, then I would go to say that that's the cover up. The cover up is we killed the Native Americans. That's why we gave them the land. But the truth is we killed the niggas and said we killed the Native Americans and gave them the land that we were supposed to get the niggas.
Exactly.
If we give it to
Eh,
the niggas, we're not getting it back.
we
That's
not
why they
getting
won't
it back.
give us nothing because they
Ex-
know we're not
Come
getting
on,
that back.
bro. Come on, bro.
You actually owe that. So you don't,
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
That was
Come
the play.
on,
That's why
man.
we celebrated because we celebrate how we got over on the people.
Exactly, bro.
Because come on,
man.
bro, you gonna tell me that you killed you genocide a race of people and they was just cool with it because you gave them some of their land back, but you took all their land.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
And I'm cool with a casino.
You know, you know what made me think of that? Have you ever seen the movie with Denzel Washington where he's a cowboy? I think it's called like The Magnificent Eight or something like that.
Yeah, it's the Magnificent. Yeah, I think it was a 7 and an 8.
7. All right, yeah, it was something like
Yeah, I know what
that.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So remember in that movie there was two quote unquote Native American people, two Indians. One sided with the white people, one sided with Denzel Washington. I believe really that's how it was. Like they had certain Indians and indigenous people that was on the land with us to help them genocide us out.
Mm-hmm.
This is how and then this is how they was able to breed in with the white people, and this is how they was able to get that land and stuff like that. It's like yeah,
I agree because look
yeah,
how they do niggas.
powerful. Yeah, it's like you
They
scratch my
put us in
back, I'm gonna
slavery.
scratch yours.
Yeah, you put us in slavery, but we sold ourselves to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They don't take the blame off what the fuck they did. And then I heard once they found out what you was doing with their people, they was, nah, nigga, I'm not giving you no more people. And get the fuck out of here before we kill you.
Man,
But they don't talk about that part. It's, we sold each other out. Why are you taking the blame off the person that actually did the shit, bro? Because you, just like you just said with the Native Americans, you infiltrated this shit.
mm-hmm.
You was paid to say that. Niggas killing niggas, but we got whack 100. Like, and that's why we go to today's shit. When we know things like this, it makes more sense. Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. It makes more sense, bro. It helps break down where we're at today. Why we in the position that we're in today. Go down some. Go down some. All right. Boom. Right there. Right there. Yep. And Catholicism was widespread in colonial America, but it played a minor role in American politics until the arrival of large numbers of Irish and German Catholics started in 1840. It then emerged to nativist attacks. It appeared in New York City politics as early as 1843 under the banner of American Republican Party. The movement quickly spread to nearby states using the name that using that name or Native American Party or variants of it. So once it spread, they started using the American Republican Party or the Native American Party or variants of it. They succeeded in a number of local and congressional elections, notably in 1844 in Philadelphia, where the Catholic orator Louis Charles Levy was elected representative from Pennsylvania's first district. In the early 1850s, numerous secret orders grew up, of which the Order of United Americans and the Order of the Star Spangled Banner came to be the most important. They emerged in New York in the early 1850s as a secret order that quickly spread across the North, reaching non-Catholic, practically those who were lower middle class or skilled workers. So click on Charles Louis Charles Levy. So why would we pick him? Well, let's see why we would pick him. Louis Charles Levy was an American politician, newspaper editor.
So he can spin the narrative that he needs to spin.
I can spin any narrative I want to spin. Newspaper editor and anti-Catholic social activist. He was one of the founders of the American Party, quote unquote, Native American Party, quote unquote, the Know Nothing Party. In 1842, he served as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, representing Pennsylvania's first congressional district from 1845 to 1851. Levy was the second person of Jewish descent elected in the United States Congress, and David Levy Yulee. After David Levy Yulee. Bruh.
And we have yet to see a motherfucking let you tell it, Native American with the flowers and shit in any of these pictures.
And then now peep game, right? Even to this day, we have Jewish people running the scene. And if you look at where go back up real quick. If you look at where he is, it says it right there. Second person of Jewish descent. So that means he is of a Jewish background. So that means how does a Jewish person be Native American? When we just typed in Native American, we seen all type of Mexican looking, chinky-eyed, feathers in the head and all that stuff, bro.
Because these are the people, like I said, these are the people that get to dictate what. Like you said that at the beginning of this, you said the nigga works on the birth certificate, so I can write anything on here for our benefit.
Boy,
so yeah, I'm Native American and I'm Jewish, nigga. But I didn't say I was white though.
Look what it says. Levin supported the nativist Americanism ideology exposed by some Northern Protestants at the expense of Catholics. He was a dynamic orator or
I think that's
orator,
right. Orator.
orator, yeah, something like that. On damn,
Temperance.
comparison temperance. So click on that. Click on temperance. Click on temperance. Temperance movement is a social movement promoting temperance and total abstinence from consumption of alcohol beverages. Okay, so so okay, he had a good thing going, you know, with the stuff, bro. Like, don't drink alcohol because I take it as like if you get yeah, it's like a temperance thing. Like you can get like it's like temperament. That's what I'm gonna say. Temperament.
We
So
all
it's
know
like
what happened
negative.
with that shit.
Yeah, it causes
Nigga, you
negative
fucking with the
output.
money, bro.
Yeah, like because he's talking about beverage. He talking about drinking too much beverages. You know, alcohol messes you up and all that stuff. So all right, that's cool. Go back. He wants you to drink a certain limit. He don't want you to overtake. I mean, be like super drunk. All right. And political issues. However, many of his speeches spread xenophobia.
The fear or dislike of anything that is perceived as being foreign or strange.
Yeah.
Which goes against what they had going on.
Exactly. Levin played as the lead role in exciting Philadelphia nativist riots, which led to the killing of over 20 Irish Americans and burning of many of their homes. So he's still not good. He's still not good. You know what I'm saying? So go back. So now we gotta understand that who this dude is. He's not a good person to be leading anything. The best thing he did was you know the temperance.
Temperance.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
be
because
getting
this man got his own agenda going on.
exactly.
Don't drink, but we gonna go out here and kill some folks for the purpose. Like, wait a minute. Sound like drinking ain't that bad of an idea, bro.
Real talk. All right, so go down some. Now we need to nah, we already know what the know nothing is. We don't need to read that part. Go down. Where was dude at? I want y'all to understand who we're with, like the people that we're dealing with when we come down to these plays, because these is all plays, bro, and all these people had something to do with why we're in the position that we're in. Go down some more.
That Native American shit is so crazy.
Yeah. Keep going down. Where's Buddy at? Keep going down. Anti-slavery, prohibition. Keep going down. Dang. Click on Nathaniel P. Banks.
Nathaniel P. Banks.
Mail worker. No, that's not him. That's not him. All right, who's the other guy? It's another guy that I wanted y'all to see. Keep going down because he's it.
Levy Boone.
Nah, not Levy Boone. It was another dude that was part of that. No, not him. It's another dude. Keep going, keep going. All right, go back up. Go back up to Levin. It's another dude that was with. We're gonna click on Levin. I think we got to go down his a little bit further. I think we stopped too early. Yeah, go down, go down. Keep going. Nah, it's all right. No, I know what we need to do. Go to the search bar real quick. Oh, hold on. Before you do that, go down real quick. Cause I touched on this part too. Stop. Go down a little bit more. Go down a little bit more. Where was it? I just seen it. It was something to do with the Bible.
Oh, you talking about the King James?
Yeah, here we go. Yep. All right. So
You know, you want to get into. I've been looking at that myself. And I was like, bro, this nigga was writing books about demonology and all. Nobody ever brings that up. Like,
so Levin Al. Oh dang.
oh yeah, no, I got you.
Levin anti-alcohol crusade provided to be an excellent preparation for his next cause, a campaign against Catholic political power, which he carried on as editor of the Daily Sun. We see that all the time.
Crazy.
That yeah, the Daily Sun. Yeah, initially the main political issue was an 1843 public school ruling permitting Catholic children to be excused from Bible reading classes because of Protestant King James version was being used. So you see the power that he has, bro. You see the power. This is power. This is what we call power right here. And this is a newspaper editor. This ain't even like a king or nothing like that. This is a newspaper editor that got promoted into this position. And now once I'm in this position, I can dictate certain things and change certain things and even use my magazine I can use my newspaper to push certain narratives. So go to who started the Know Nothing. Type in who started the Know Nothing party. Cause I think it's in that. Cause I know it was him. It was him that started it, and it was another guy that had something to do with it too. And that's the guy that created the birth certificates. That's the dude that I'm looking for.
Kenneth Reitner.
Don't go to go to Wikipedia. We need all Wikipedia when we looking through this joint because that AI is only gonna give you certain things. We need Wikipedia.
It's crazy because I didn't even like sign up for that AI shit. It just started becoming on my shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
They put that on everybody's joint, bro. They said, "Nah, you using this from now on."
Is it Henry Davis?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was sharing that one.
No, you good.
Why don't just say it at the top? Hold on. Mega party known as No Nothings. Let me see. First leader was him, and
Mhm.
then see, it just got his name on it.
Right. Keep going. Go down. Go down. Is this hold up? Not is this the same one?
Yeah, this the same one.
Uh nah, dang. What's your name, bro? You gonna make me go find it now.
Let me see. They were initially organized in North Carolina by uh, William H. Seward and Miller Foreman. Fillmore.
Click on Miller for Miller. Let's see. Now click
I
on Miller.
just saw it somewhere. There it is. He was the last person. The Whig Party. Furthermore, born anti-Masonic. His third party strongly opposed Freemasonry. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, see, hey, read that part.
The Anti-Masonic Party was the earliest third party in the United States. Formerly a single-issue party, it strongly opposed Freemasonry in the United States. It was active from the late 1820s, especially in the Northeast, and later attempted to become a major party by expanding its platform to take positions. Let me see. Take position, take positions on other issues. It declined quickly after 1832 as most members joined the new Whig Party. It disappeared after 1838. In the Whig Party, alongside the Democratic Party, it was one of the two major parties from the late 1830s until the early 1850s, and part of the second party system, as well as four Whig presidents. Damn, what the fuck is all this shit? I don't even know this much shit, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. This is what happens when you go down the rabbit hole, bro. So when you say when people be like, "Oh man, ain't no such thing as Mason, 33-degree Masons," and all like, all right, well,
That's so crazy, bro. Yeah, that's definitely a fucking rabbit hole right there.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Especially this Whig party, because I kept seeing it pop up.
Mm-hmm. And if you see it more than once, then you already know it's something. It's something of importance.
The party was hostile towards the ideology of manifest destiny. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Territorial expansion into Texas and the Southwest and the Mexican American War. It disliked presidential power and exhibited by Andrew Jackson and James K. Polk, and preferred congressional dominance in lawmaking. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Members advocated modernization, mediocrity, and the rule of law, protections against major rule, and vigilance against executive tyranny. They favored an economic program known as the American System, which called for a protective tariff, federal subsidies for the construction of infrastructure, and support for a national bank. The party was active in both northern and southern United States and did not take a firm stance on slavery, but Northern Whigs tended to be less supportive than their Democratic counterparts. What the fuck, bro? What the bro? That's crazy. Because all it shows is we just keep making these parties until we get to the Republican Democrat. Democrats been here the whole fucking time.
Exactly.
So that can't be good.
And it's funny how it everything leads back to that, bro. It just shows you, bro. Like this, what B says, nothing new under the sun, bro.
My mama said that today. Like all this shit. My grandma used to tell me if you study history, then you'll know where you're going. Damn, bro, that is crazy. But it makes so much sense in where we at now. Just like I said, the protective tariff, and you see what Trump is doing. Sometimes it's referred as trade protectionism is an economic policy of restricting imports from other countries through methods such as tariffs on imported goods, import quotas, and variety of other government regulations. Terrence J. Kennedy. Who the fuck is, see what I'm saying? And these names repeat themselves.
The names repeat themselves, bro. So
that Native American shit, and it makes so much sense because it's like that shit didn't happen. And it's funny because it's like, hey, I'm gonna pay you to run with this narrative. All I need you to do is just support the narrative I'm gonna run with, and I'm gonna take care of you. And it's funny because they probably know that shit ain't true either, but they got to deal with the white man. Like, nigga, I'm gonna make this fairy tale ass nigga that none of us have ever seen. You ain't ever seen that shit. And I'm gonna say this is the Native American, but it's really just us washing this money.
And I'm telling you, bro.
That's really what it is. Is all. Really, yeah, I'm gonna cut you. You ain't gotta pay no taxes. Just like what? Who else don't have to pay taxes? Churches. Man, bro, yeah, you don't opened up some shit, and I'm glad we took that direction because it unveils everything.
Yeah, and this is like I said, bro. This is just like we ain't even really hit the tip of the iceberg, bro. We only touching the bevel right now. Like once we really get into the iceberg, bro.
We gonna get there because I'm invested now, nigga.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, bro. This is deep. Yeah, this is deep, bro. This is and this is why we're going through the stuff that we go through as citizens, bro, especially as Black citizens, bro, because we didn't take the time and invest the time to actually do the research on how slavery started. You ask anybody how slavery started. Oh yeah, Christopher Columbus brought us over on boats. You had the Santa, the Maria, and the Pinta, whatever the heck it's called. You know what I'm saying? So these people still think that. I ain't gonna say people, but it's a nice majority of people that think we still came over here on boats. That's what I must just say.
It wasn't fed.
It wasn't, yeah.
So how are we supposed to survive all the way over to America? You tell me so there was no. What about the people that was here? Why didn't you just enslave them? They already here. That's what I'm saying. But once you go back and start looking, it's like, even with religion, it's like, okay, it makes sense now. Of course, I'm not going to tax you because when it comes to voting and passing laws, I know you done got these people with the Jesus talk, so they're gonna listen to whatever you gotta say. And for you delivering my message, I'm gonna take your tax away. Sounds like it makes perfect sense. All you gotta do is tell yourself, oh, this is the truth. Even though I've been told this lie this whole time. That's the thing. People don't want to put the glasses on.
Exactly.
Cause and you so comfortable. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, on some real shit, niggas don't want to change this shit. You too comfortable to want to change shit. It don't hit you like that. Yeah, eggs cost $12, but you still got a job. So you gonna make it work.
Right.
Just like we saw when we was reading earlier, what happened when them niggas tried to go against, they couldn't win because the people wasn't divided. So it's like, oh, them niggas ain't just coming at black folks, they're coming at all of us because we all live together. This world, man, America is populated with what? Like 12 billion? It doesn't matter. It ain't 12 billion motherfuckers in the White House. It ain't 12 billion motherfuckers at the House of Representatives. We could take this whole over if we want to.
Yeah. But then
war. It's a war.
But then you telling people to change their mind frame, and you know people are already comfortable with what they got. So I'm good with what I got. I'm comfortable. I don't need to change nothing.
And they know that.
Mm-hmm.
They know that. That's why it's funny because niggas get on like on social media and think like they saying something that them people don't know. Like, bitch, I made the internet. What do you think you getting some shit off? How many you want to see the links these people go to? Look up every motherfucker that made a car that can run on water and see what happened to them. I'll make 12 other people die with you because you're looking at this like a battle. This is a fucking war, bro.
Right.
So yeah, I knock off some innocent folks just to get you out the way.
Without no problem.
Is built on like they telling you what time it is with them. Yeah, nigga, I knock off some of my people just to get you out the way. That's one thing I can respect about Trump is nigga, I'm out for myself, bro. Yeah, I might fuck with y'all, but if I gotta burn some of y'all to get what I need to get done, so fucking be it. This a business. Now I do believe you don't have to do your business like that, but you're gonna run. I wouldn't even say the risk, but you're not gonna. And I don't want to say that, but it's all about what you're trying to get. If you're trying to be the richest and all that, yeah, you're gonna have to be cutthroat. But if you actually on some nigga, I just want to make sure everybody good and shit, it's gonna take a minute because them people you work with ain't on that. This country is built on self. That's why when we get hit by all these other countries that we done fucked over, there's no sympathy. The only sympathy we gonna get is from God. Like, America is so cutthroat. I fuck my own people up. Then when I got what I could get out of them, then I start going to other countries and fucking your shit up. Facts. Just like, what's the name? I can't remember who said that, but they had, I think Gandhi. No, it wasn't Gandhi. I can't remember. It was a black dude from another country. They had that man on a motherfucking watch list, and this nigga ain't never done nothing to nobody. But they never took him off the watch list. So it's like, America don't give a fuck, bro. They showing you that. Nigga, I'm gonna make up a whole lie talking about how we took this land from somebody whole time. I just watched the money, bro. You sell dope, you going to jail. I sell dope, and I call it a pharmacy.
I call it a pharmacy.
It's all about, like you said, it's all about knowing the rules of the game. Because to be honest with you, if you want to sell dope in America, just go be a fucking pharmacist. You can write your own script.
Type in. Where you at, Theo?
All right,
All
can
right,
you
there you go. Yeah. All right. Type in dang, hold on. Pleckler. Dang, what's your name though? All right, is something Pleckler. I'm trying to find. Dang, because I'm missing a piece. I'm missing a piece of this paper. It was something Pleckler. I'm missing a piece of this paper, but his last name is Pleckler. All right. Type in legacy, Pleckler's legacy. See if that come up. Pleckler's legacy.
how you spell Pleckner?
Pleckcer. Pleckcer. Pleckler's legacy. Yeah, right there. Walter Ashby Pleckler. Yep, click on him. This just listen to how deep this is, bro.
Walter Ashby Pleckner was a physician and the first
Oh
Virginia.
no, you gotta pull it up. You gotta pull it up because we
Oh
only
shit! I
see.
thought I was sharing it. My
Yeah.
bad.
No, you good. All right. Yep. Go ahead.
Was the first Virginia State Registrar of Vital Statistics at a position he served in from 1912 to 1946. He was a staunch promoter of eugenics, a discredited movement aimed at scientifically proving white racial superiority, superiority, and thereby justifying the marginalized of non-white people. Employing Virginia's Act to preserve racial integrity, Pleckner effectively separated Virginia's citizens into two simplified racial categories, white and colored. The law, which remained in effect until 1967, when it was overturned by the United States Supreme Court in the case of Loving versus Virginia, requiring that a racial description of every person be recorded at birth, while criminalizing marriages between whites and non-whites. Pleckler's policies used deceptive scientific evidence to deem blacks a lesser class of human beings, but they were also targeted poor whites and anyone he or other eugenicists considered feeble-minded. Yeah, feeble-minded. I didn't even know that was a real word. Asserting that the Virginia Indians were in fact mixed-blooded Negroes, which is crazy. Pleckler also pressured state agencies into reclassifying Indians as colored. The policy legacy was effected to erase Indian as an identity and has made it difficult for Virginia Indians to gain state and federal recognitions. You know what that is? You know what they call that? They call that a backdoor.
Hey yo,
They backdoored the fuck out of y'all.
see, yeah, we gonna get y'all to go against these people, and then we gonna cut y'all off,
That's the white thing to do. That's what they
bro.
do.
Do you see what it said though? Do you see what it said, bro?
That was some
How
crazy shit.
how does a eugenist be able to control birth certificates?
You're not even pulling DNA. Y'all don't even have DNA yet. So what are you going off of? Your Q when you come out?
When you come out, yeah, one drop loss.
Or you probably not even doing that. You probably just looking at the parents and being like, well, it's black. Because we all know babies don't come out that color. They all come out the same color. That's a dirty ass game.
Go. Is that all of it? Go up to the top. Is that all of it? Right there. Walter Ashby was born Augusta County, Virginia. We skip all that. Boom, 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 boom. His medical degree from University of Maryland School in 1885. Pleckler worked as a country doctor in Western Virginia in the coal fields of Alabama before settling in Elizabeth County. The area is now known as Hampton. In 1892, in 1902, he became public health officer of Elizabeth City County. He took a special interest in delivering babies, educating midwives, developing a simple and something just popped up on my screen. There you go. A simple use at home incubator. He worked incubator and worked to reduce by half the 5% birth mortality rates among the poor. Pleckler described
silver nitrate
distributed. My fault. Pleckler distributed silver nitrate to be administered to the eyes of newborns. A procedure that helped reduce incidences of syphilitic blindness.
Damn, it's like what's that word? Damn, it's a tip my tongue.
Dang.
Syphilitic.
Yeah, these were all right.
Sympathetic.
Yeah.
Blindness.
Because that's PH. That's PH, so that's an F. Syphilitic. Blindness. Syphilitic. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, they put these words there because they don't want us reading this shit. Nobody talks like this, nigga.
He also kept records to search for ways to improve in birthing. A goal made more difficult by the fact that most people were born and died at home. So see, and then look, in 1912, Virginia lawmakers established the Bureau of Vital Statistics and designated Pleckler to serve as head. The Bureau ensured that from 1912 onward, all babies born in Virginia will receive a birth certificate, and the certificate includes racial designation, usually supplied by the midwives who delivered the babies. Pleckler's goal as a registrar were initially laudable. He kept midwives under close supervision to make sure the procedures were sanitary.
Yeah, because them niggas ain't washed their hands back then.
Yeah. The Virginia passed the Racial Integrity Act in 1924. However, the focus of
Scrutiny.
scrutiny changed from hygiene to racial classification. See what I'm saying? So
They was killing them babies because they was dirty.
yeah, and go back up. No, matter of fact, no. Go down. Right there. Highlight eugenics.
And white supremacy. They go
No,
hand in hand.
no. Just eugenics, because we need the people to understand what eugenics is. Because people don't understand what eugenics is. Look that up. Eugenics. So when you a eugenist, he's and this go with what B was talking about as well.
Oh shit. The study of how to arrange reproduction within.
Pull it up. It's not sharing.
Oh, it's okay. Hold on. It just showed, I guess, because it's not part of the internet. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if this same definition, because that was fucking crazy. See that shit? Oh, that's crazy.
Go to Wiki.
Yeah, because that shit that I just saw, that
yeah,
was crazy.
that's and yeah,
okay, this is it. The study of how to arrange reproduction within a human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics regarding as desirable. Developed largely by Sir Francis Galton as a method of improving the human race, eugenics was increasingly discredited as unscientific and racially biased during the 20th century, especially after the adoption of its doctrines by the Nazis in order to justify their treatment of Jews, disabled people, and other minority groups.
Hold on. I want to see. I want to see if I can present this real quick.
That is crazy.
Yeah, let me see if I can present this real quick, because I still got another. I got another even better definition too.
That's the same as them niggas saying, "Oh, religion said we can have slaves if they not people, so y'all not people."
Bruh, I'm telling you, bruh. Like,
that's where the whole 3/5 of a man come from.
We get to play with your DNA, and then remember.
Which is crazy because you niggas say y'all don't have DNA. Y'all didn't have DNA to the what, 90s, 80s, 90s. I think it was like 97.
You see what I'm saying?
I knew that was a lie.
I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can present this real quick. Oh, I did. There you go. Dang.
Yeah, I found that same thing too.
Okay. Prove it. Okay, so a set of beliefs and practices that aim to improve the genetic quality of a human population. Historically, eugenists have attempted to alter human gene pools and by excluding people and groups judged to be inferior or promote those judged to be superior. See what I'm saying? So they playing with genetic with the genes. So that means they looking at certain genes and what we can cut from certain people and what we can add from certain to certain people.
That goes to being athletic and all that. They trying to figure out how we so fit and all that, so they can put in their
Mhm.
own people.
Now, when you see that word CRISPR right there, right? You see that word CRISPR? I'm gonna take this. Let me remove that. Well, you see that word CRISPR? That word CRISPR is an actual machine that allows them to do that. This so all this stuff that he's doing is like, okay, how can we um stop them from being so superior, and how can we make ourselves more superior? This go, boy, I'm telling you, bro, this stuff is lethal, bro.
It's crazy, bro. Because you can start off small, just be like, all right, they told you Jesus was white, they told you Santa Claus was white, everything is white, but they're not
Mhm.
the only people that's here.
Can you add this to the stage? The other one I put on there,
Yeah.
the CRISPR. Yeah, there you go. All right, so CRISPR, right? This is what CRISPR does. Is CRISPR stands for clustered regularly interspaced short
Personic
palindromic pa- palindromic. That's
repeats.
repeats.
The Senate
It's a genetic engineering technique in molecular biology by which the genomes of living organisms may be modified. It is based on simplifying versions of a bacterial CRISPR-Cas9 antiviral defense system. By delivering the Cas9 nuclease complex with a synthetic guide RNA into a cell, the cell's genome can be cut at its desired location.
and I had this back then, bro. But you trying to tell me, like, come on, bro?
Bro, so anytime one of them babies, oh, we got a black baby, all right, well, yeah, we got a certain shot for those black babies. I mean, we gonna jab it, yeah, because your kid gotta get shots all the way up till he's a certain age. So we gonna give your kids these shots, and we putting this synthetic stuff in here because we trying to cut his lifespan short. You wonder why we dying at 50? Oh yeah, we cutting these cutting their lifespan short. Yeah, I mean, we putting the cap on how long they can live, or we putting the cap on how big they can grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, bro. This a dangerous game we playing, bro. It's a dangerous game we playing, bro.
And this was back then, bro.
Man.
No, we didn't have DNA to the 90s, but you got shit like this. You can't trust them people, man.
They say whatever we just now getting, they had for years.
7 years. Yep. And they said the shit that they put in movies has already been tested or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that it has to get approved to be put in movies. So if they cool with showing you this shit and they don't see a threat, that's why the movie, what was that, Leave the World Behind? You think the people didn't know about that? Like, yeah, go ahead and put it, nigga, the shit I got to play, there's nothing you can do to stop this. So do whatever you want. That's the scary part when you make a movie like that and they approve that shit.
Man,
you know it's like, oh yeah, man, there ain't nothing to do about this. To get right with God, that's all you can do.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Why you think these niggas always, we going to the moon? We getting the fuck away from here. Because we done so much dirt, we know these people is coming for us. So we trying to move the fuck around. We getting bunkers. We doing all type of shit.
Listen what it says. Listen what it says. The cell genome can be cut at a desired location, allowing existing genes to be removed or new ones added.
I mean, you wonder why motherfuckers. I feel like I'm a girl. I feel like this. I bet you do, bro.
I bet you do.
I bet you fucking do. I don't even think you crazy no more. Like,
Hey, bro, nah, you can't be crazy no more, bro. That's not a mental thing, bro. That's a you got one too many jab things, bro.
you're a fucking guinea pig, bro.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to not be one of y'all, bro. I had to get them shots just like y'all did.
What? Soon as I turned a certain age, I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. Nah,
I don't even get flu shots no more. I don't trust that shit.
Nah, heck no, bro. When you read stuff like this, how can you, bro? How can you just sit there and be like, you know what? Yeah, I want my kids to get shots. I don't want my kids to get, bro. No, bro. Because this is dangerous, bro. It's a dangerous game we playing. When they talking about they can remove genes and cut genes at a what if they like oh yeah, that's a big baby right there. Yeah, that's you can tell he gonna be bigger than what he's supposed to. I got a special shot for him. We just gonna cut his growth.
That's that. And then come bring you your baby like you didn't just do nothing to the baby.
You don't even know because you heavily sedated and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You heavily sedated. Yeah, I mean we gotta give him his 1 day shots, and then he gonna come back in 3 months, and we gotta give him another set of shots. The whole time they cutting his DNA short.
And then who do you blame? Do you blame the people that's doing it? Because they getting paid. This is the first time we hearing about this shit. So it means niggas know. It's just I'm getting paid. My mama made a good point. I wrote this shit down, bro. My mama said, she said more than what I wrote down, but she said when you give the people what they want, they'll look away from what you're doing. Because I said when R. Kelly pissed on that girl, nigga came home and made Step in the Name of Love and wasn't nobody tripping no more. And that's what she said. If I give you what you want, then you won't bother me about what I did. So I delivered your baby, nigga.
Don't worry about what I put inside of.
Yeah, I ain't gonna charge you that much, but let me run this test real quick. Matter of fact, you already said I could because you signed all the paperwork before I delivered this motherfucker.
You signed off on them. And then on top of that, we gonna give them a birth certificate. Yeah, me.
And on top of that, this is all before government housing, bro.
Bruh.
I'm gonna get you because you gonna have to have that baby. You're not gonna do it at home. Your grandparents ain't here to teach you that.
Bro,
I make sure of that.
Yeah, bruh. Thank you. Having a baby at home in this day and age is something that is very rare. Like you would have to be up right now watching us talk about
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That shit, I fuck around. I give it 5 years. I think that shit's gonna be illegal to do.
Oh, what? Oh yeah. Nah, is low key damn near illegal to do now. Like you gotta be a certain kind of citizen to feel like to do that, bro.
Them other races, they don't give a fuck. But if you black and you have
no, I wouldn't even say if you black. I'm gonna just say if you an American.
Well, yeah, because we got the trans shit going on, all that. So
yeah, I'm gonna just say if you're an American, then your hopes of just wanting to have a baby by yourself in the house is short. It's very short. Eventually you're gonna have to take that baby to the hospital some way or another. They're gonna tell you, yeah, because they're gonna be like, nah, your kid, unless you're gonna be unless you're gonna just do homeschooling and you're gonna, do everything in house. Because you can do that, like you can do everything in house and stuff like that. But just
But your
know,
baby ain't
like,
gonna have no social security number.
mm-hmm.
He's not gonna have no papers. So that's what I'm saying. They give you the ultimatum, like, nigga, you can do it on your own, but your baby ain't going to school. Your baby ain't gonna have no social security number. Can't have no ID when he get older.
Eventually he's gonna have to get documented.
Yeah, they set it up that way.
Yeah.
Look how they did this shit in the beginning, nigga. Everybody chilling. Nah, we ain't gotta kill nobody. We cool. Everybody getting along. We ain't making no money off that. Just like the temperance nigga. Hey man, I don't think I should be drinking. Bitch, that's how we make our money.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do the prohibition shit. All right, we're gonna get rid of it because since you're gonna push this the way you want to push it, fuck it. I get rid of it, but I'm gonna sell it under the table. And then that's how we're gonna wash our money. Washing money isn't a new thing. Because all washing money was back in the day was the same as, nigga, I give you this donkey for that right there. So now I got liquor that I can't sell here. So give me some people and I give you this liquor. Or I give you this business. Like, bro, this shit is. And we got some of it just off common knowledge. So when you go back and you read shit, then you can put that with this. Now you want to say the same thing about interracial marriage? You want to say the same thing about interracial kids? When we looking at this, oh, nigga, my people write the birth certificates over there. So if you pay me enough, I just say your kid is fucking Mexican for all I care.
Real talk.
I say your kid Native American, so he just set up. That shit sounds like a play to me. I'm gonna write your kid up as Native American, so y'all just get these benefits. Because I can't just pull it from the account because the account is attached to all this shit in the IRS. So I'm just gonna do this right here. Come on, bro. Then you wonder why everybody got, when they go adopt kids, they get black kids and other kids, they don't get their own kids. That's crazy as hell.
Yo, that pissed me off, bro.
That's crazy as hell.
Like you don't, and I be so pissed when I see that. Like, yo, why a white person just want to go adopt 2 black kids? Like, why you ain't adopt 2 white kids?
Why don't you get a dog?
Yeah, like
you want to play with toys.
Yeah, like, bruh.
Basically, that shit is a game to them, bro. I'm gonna go get this black kid and put him in this white environment, and then when he snap, I'm gonna say, "Well, I always knew something was wrong with him."
Right.
The nigga was in adoption number 1, so he was CPS. Like, nah. And then what do? They throw the shit back on us. Well, if y'all would take care of y'all kids, we know y'all call CPS for the littlest shit. Makes me feel like the shit is a play. I told you about motherfuckers going to the football games and shit. Be like, damn, he gonna be a star. Who his parents? Well, his mama on drugs. Oh yeah, let me call my homie at CPS. Next thing you know, CPS there. Soon the nigga ain't even in CPS 24 hours and he get adopted. Look at the Blind Side movie. That shit ain't how the movie was.
Definitely wasn't. That joint was fabricated. Like,
of course they want to make it look like the white folks came and saved the nigga. Who said I needed saving?
Exactly.
The nigga was talented at football. He was gonna be good anyways. And then what happened after the movie came out? They took his rights. He don't even own his name. But you don't hear that part. You see Sandra Bullock saving this nigga. And that's on this level. That shit back in the day is way worse than the shit we're going through now.
Put this up. Remember I told you, right? I said we're only in one part of the Christian form.
Oh yeah.
Put this up. Where's that? I just had it. Here you go. Put this up there for me. I think that's the one. Yeah, there we go. So these are the branches of Christianity. You got several different branches of Christianity. The Christian form that we fall under is Protestantism. And type in in your search bar, type in Protestantism. This is the one we fall under. And then I'm gonna tell you the one that we should fall under as Christians.
Yeah, all this shit at. Oh, there it is. I thought. Oh, emphasizes justification of sinners through faith alone. Jesus' salvation comes by unmerited divine grace, the priesthood of all believers in the Bible as a sole infallible source of authority for Christian faith and practice.
Mm-hmm. So
Damn, I didn't know that.
hit the wiki. So it emphasizes justification of sinners through faith alone. So it's like basically what I'm getting from that is like, yeah, we sin, but the Lord's gonna forgive us. You know,
Okay.
yeah, you know, we're sinners, but you know, as long as I read my Bible and I listen to my Bible and stuff like that, I'm good because you know I'm gonna ask for forgiveness even though I'm a sinner, you know. And this is what I was saying on that live that I was doing. Well, if you know these actions is sinful,
Why are you doing them?
exactly, you're
Because you're doing it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Oh, yeah, I remember that. The premeditated sinner.
Yeah, premeditated sinner. Yeah.
I'm gonna do. I know God gonna forgive me. How many times I gotta forgive you, bro? That's like you beating on your woman, and you're like, I'm sorry, and then you do it again, and you're like, well, I said I was sorry. Like
you knew I was gonna slap you again.
trying to justify the sin, and like, yeah, man, you should have made life so hard. Like,
come on now,
they killed my son. What are you talking about?
And this is so when you look at this word, right? Do you have the link? Do you have the joint to know nothing up here still?
I can pull it up.
Pull it up. Pull it up real quick.
The know nothing from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
All right. Where is it at?
Now, if you look to the right, you go down, look to the right. Right at the bottom, it's right there.
So yeah, they got all these ideologies.
Yeah, so this is the ideologies of the Know Nothing Party. You know, it had all these in them: American nationalism, anti-immigration, anti-Catholicism, anti-Irish settlement, anti-German German sentiment, cultural assimilation, nativism, popicism, republicanism, Protestantism. So that's the one we fall under as a religion. We fall under that. So this is what we're, even if you go to like just like strictly US, it will pull up that. That's what we fall under. So as Christians now, we was pushed that way. This is the way you're supposed to believe in the Bible. This is the way you're supposed to believe in your Christian faith. This is how you practice your Christian religion. All right. So if you go back though, if you go pull up the one that I pulled up, the screenshot that I pulled up. So if you look, because I went through all of these, like each one of these Eastern Orthodox, Angelicism, or Oriental Orthodoxy, Azaranians. If you look at those are specific areas.
Mhm.
They tell you what areas they practice those in. I could pull it up, but it's gonna take. I'm gonna have hella screenshots, and I don't feel like pulling up all the screenshots. But each one of these is in certain areas. But if you go down to this one at the bottom, restorationism. That's the one that we should, as Christians, be following. We should be following that one. Pull that up. So you
Right.
you can see the
How you
difference.
spell it?
RESTORATIONISM. Restorationism.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, you got pull it up for the viewers.
Wait. What the fuck? Is it not on here? Oh,
Mm-mm. There we go. Restorationism, also known as Christian
primitivism.
Primitivism is a religious perspective according to which the early beliefs and practices of the followers of Jesus were either lost or adulterated after his death and required a restoration. It is a view that often seeks to correct faults or deficiencies of the other branches of Christianity by appealing to a primitive church or normative model. Efforts to earlier pure form of Christianity is frequently in response to
Demonetativism. Nationalism. So demonetationism. Man, I don't know why they want these books.
I know, right? All right. So
I don't know all the separation. Therefore, But of course, if they don't want us doing that,
so this is more like
accountability.
exactly, and it follows more of what Jesus was
Stood
doing.
for.
Yeah, what he stood for. You know what I'm saying? Like he stood for doing right. He stood for helping people. He stood for putting the fellow man first and not yourself. He stood for, living righteous in the ways of while we in this flesh. You know what I'm saying? Not I'm a sin and then I'm gonna ask for forgiveness. You see what I'm saying?
The only reason you continue to sin is because you keep getting forgiveness in your mind.
Exactly. But this one is more like, no, we practice what Jesus practiced. We practice what he seen, what he was going down, the path that he was going down. That's what we're going down. We're going down that. Yes, we're gonna read our Bible. Yes, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do and stuff like that, but we're not gonna focus on, if I sin, then I want forgiveness for this sin. We're gonna do our best not to sin, period. So this is,
and it's funny that one's at the bottom.
yeah, because it's and it's sad because this the one that they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know that. If you look at it, it says, if you look at it, it says 6 branches, but then they give you the one at the end that's like, this is also the 7th branch, but you know, we're just gonna add this in here because it is part of it. And it's like,
we'll
nah,
really count this one.
you will really count this one. Like what? Like, but we,
because it like you said, if we follow how Jesus was, it takes away, oh, I need to go to church, I need to get this off. You know what I'm saying? It cuts, and we all know you fund the church. So
exactly,
like you said, this all connects if you go back to history.
It all connects. Exactly, bro. Like, yes, we're supposed to ask for forgiveness if we do so. None, even in the Bible, it has parts where David sinned. It has parts where Samson sinned. You know what I'm saying? But their sins wasn't
Your conviction.
Their conviction, exactly. They wasn't constantly. Yeah, it was.
This is where I was at when God saved me.
Exact. There
That's
you
why
go.
God said in the book, bro, you have to read for your own perspective. Don't. Hey, I read the Bible and this is what it is. That is never true, because everybody gets their own perspective when they read the Bible.
Exactly. It puts you. It takes you from one place and it helps guide you to where you need to be at. And if you use the book how you're supposed to use the book, it will guide you through life so that you won't sin.
Yeah.
That's the whole part. That's the whole point of the book. Is look, see what happens when you sin. See what happens when you don't listen to the Father. Don't listen to what the Father is telling you. This is what happens. And this practice right here is to let you know, like this part of religion lets you know, like, look, just listen to what your Father's telling you, because this is what Jesus was doing. This is how Jesus lived. He lived by listening to what his Father told, and he acted upon what his Father told him to do.
Simple. And I'm not asking you to do nothing that I didn't do myself.
Yeah.
I was down there with you, nigga.
I came down here with you and kicked it with you. So, like, come on, man. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring that up, to, you know, shine that light on it. Is like, bro, where we was taught to practice our religion a certain kind of way.
We actually put, as a people, we put religion over the actual purpose of God.
Thank you.
And I see, that's why I tell, I'm a spiritual person, bro. I don't really fall, because I know what religion is.
Yeah.
And it ain't a knock. It's just you use that shit to your benefit.
Yeah, this is why, yeah, I mean, we have the churches the way we have the churches, bro. This is why we have so many churches. I'm gonna lock these doors and everybody gotta give me $100 before they leave.
Like we not, nigga. I came to church on a damn quarter of a tank.
You feel me?
You count my pockets, you got a fucking Rolex on, bro. But you see what happens? That's what I'm saying. Like, you should be happy the church is full.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need some money.
Yeah.
Nigga, I need some money.
If you tithe, you closer to God. You tithe, what you pay your tithes, you'll be closer to God.
We passing around a plate. You would think we should be passing around a plate and everybody take some money out. Cause I'm here to help. No, you're here to hinder. Like I said, I don't really have a problem with. I mean, I do, but my real issue is when they start bringing politics in that shit. I hate that. Like I feel like that is so. That's not right, bro. And you doing it. It's like going to a strip club, and then a girl like, I'm really trying to pay my rent today and all that. It's like, bro, I ain't coming for that.
Like, bro, you see, they're using the Christian form for like when you know what you're practicing and you know what you're practicing it for, then you can't be confused. Yeah, you can't be confused. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're doing, dude, you're going to hell.
Yeah, like because you
all the ways you can scam somebody, and that's what you're gonna do,
bro. You're feeding off the people's weakness at this point in time. You know these people are coming here for a certain. Most of them are coming here to get a better understanding of life and to help them through their situations. Not to daggone take advantage of the people and be like, oh well, you need prayer. Well, I need $10.
You actually pushing people away from Jesus.
Exactly.
And that's why I tell people when they be like, oh, you need to have a connection with God, and nobody's gonna get you that connection other than you and Jesus, bro. It's in the book. So when somebody say, yeah, I can get you, no, they can't. Just like the devil can't give you shit because he don't own nothing, it's the same way nobody can take you to God but you. I can't pray. I can pray for you, but God will be like, I take it into consideration, but he needs to come talk to me. Like, why are you talking for him?
We need
accountability.
People need to understand what they're actually going to church for, what they actually practice in this Christian religion for, and it's not just to show up one day out the week. You know what I'm saying? To be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give all my sins to you on this one day, but then
soon as I leave this home,
yeah, the other 6 days, it's like, how do you accumulate that, bro? I'm gonna build up these sins and I'm gonna just pass them to you now. Like, no, and that's why
I ain't got enough on his shoulders.
Exactly. That's where I was getting at when I was saying, like, bro, like you want to keep coming to God with all your inequities, but when stuff is going good for you, you know what I mean, when you doing good and stuff is going good, you don't even say nothing to him. You only just be like, thank you, Lord, for just allowing me to have this week with no hiccups. Thank you, Lord, for anything that you know you've done for me. You know what I mean? Thank you for everything you provided for me. Thank you for just allowing me to have this roof over my head. Thank you for my senses. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being able to taste, hear, see, touch, feel. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that. You know, like, come on now. You don't even say none of that stuff. But as soon as yeah, man, stuff going down. Oh man, it's rough for me, Lord. Can you help me out this jam? I just need you to help me out this jam. Oh man, these people getting on my nerves in here. You know, it's like, come on now. He don't want to keep hearing that. He want in there. It says You haven't came to me with no burnt offerings of goods, none of that. You haven't filled me up with no honey and you know, you haven't filled me with nothing, but you want to keep coming to me with all your iniquities, all the stuff that's going bad for you. You just want to keep coming to me with all that. You ain't even say hi. You just like, hey, bro, come get this off my plate. How does that work?
Like
I
I'm a
wish
genie.
yeah. I wonder. I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that verse. Let me see if I can find that verse because that was a powerful verse. I think it was in Ephesians, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was in Ephesians.
Just like this verse right here. What shall we say then? Should we go on sinning so that grace may increase? But by no means we died to sin. How can we live in it any longer? That's what you just said. And I just looked this up. I ain't look up
Mhm.
this verse or nothing.
I'm telling you,
So
bro.
I'm gonna just keep sinning because I know I got grace. God is vengeful, bro. I don't know why niggas be acting like God is a hoe or something. I don't understand that.
Bruh, I'm telling you,
I'm
be
just
trying to
turn the
play on
cheek ass nigga. I'm gonna
me.
show you.
Mhm. You be trying to play
I'm
on
gonna
them
show you
like
something.
keep on trying to manipulate me because yeah, I mean, like, all right. Oh no, my fault. It's not in Ephesians. It's in Isaiah. It's in Isaiah 43. 20 Isaiah 43, 22 to 24. That joint says, but thou hast called upon me, O Jacob, but thou hast been wary of me. You know what I mean? So when he says wary of me, that's like I don't want to get it wrong. Let me look up. Let me say this right. Because I need to say this right. So wary in the Bible reference, a state of being tired, exhausted, discouraged, often from physical labor, suffering, or spiritual struggles. Okay, it can also imply a sense of being burdened or depleted, lack of drive or energy to continue. So basically he like you coming to me like, oh Lord, can you help? Oh man, Lord, I just coming to you again, like as if I'm supposed to snap. I'm supposed to jump when you call me.
And I ain't heard from your ass from the last time you asked me for something.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling on you again, and you ain't answering. But I'm gonna call on you this one more time. You know what I'm saying? So, but thou
God
has
forbid
been
I don't
wary
do it.
of me,
Now you cussing me out.
right?
Damn, I was finna do it. You didn't give me no time to do it. That's why I said
Real,
niggas act like God is a genie, bro.
real talk. Now look, right? It said, but thou has been wary of me, O Israel. Thou hast not brought me the small cattle of thy burnt offerings, neither has honored me with thy sacrifices. I have not caused thee to serve with any offering, nor wearied thee with incense. Thou hast brought me no sweet cane with money, nor hast thou filled me with thy fat of thy sacrifices. But thou hast made me serve with thy sins, and thou hast worried me with thine inequities. You ain't coming to me like, hey Lord, Thank you for all the stuff that you did, bro. Thank you for it. You know what, Lord? I'm gonna just give this whole week just to you, Lord, and just praise you all week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just enjoy what you have gave to me. You know what, Lord? This one for you, Lord. This one for you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even hollering at your boy, but now when you going through some stuff, now you want to come holler at me. You see what I'm saying? Now you
Yeah,
want
now I owe you
holler.
something. Nigga, I
Now
ain't heard from you in I don't know how long. Now you want, and you coming over here demanding. You ain't ask me how I'm doing nothing. Just
you see what I'm saying? You ain't check up on me all week. You ain't check up on me.
I'm
Now I'm
just gonna
saying,
snatch your breath real quick, just to let you know. Maybe you should come at me another way. Here you go. I think I got one. I don't know why this TikTok acting like you don't want to open. Might have to download this shit. Oh no, I got it. Hold on. Damn, why it won't let me? Oh, we not sharing. I thought we was still on there. Hold on. All right, let me see.
that's crazy, bro. And all this stuff is in the Bible.
Exactly. It's the cheat code.
This, bruh, I'm telling you, bruh. This is how can you
Me like, oh man, I wish I had something to eat. The con man gonna come. Hey man, how they say the devil show up with his best shit on, right? The devil don't show up looking bummy. The Lord will. Just to see what you gonna do. The Lord will do it just to see what you gonna do. The Lord will show up bummy like, oh man, I wish I had something to eat. You got 50 nuggets from Chick-fil-A. You done bought 50 nuggets. And don't give him none. And see what happened on Judgment Day. It's gonna
Nah,
be
they
that same
laughing.
motherfucker eating nuggets behind the gate. You should have gave me some.
You see that?
They laughing.
You said you see that? Everybody
Yeah.
laughing, don't even get it.
They laughing. But they don't even understand what he's saying.
That's man. No, we gonna have to make this a series, bro, because we definitely gotta get to the bottom of this. Because
Nah, for real.
it feel like the answer's there. As long as we do the research, you're gonna find it. And the solution too. Not over just the answer, but the solution.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
Bro.
the solution is simple. Just like people, what is God? When you say God, what do you think of? Love. Martin Luther King had it right. It just wasn't portrayed right. It's like you got killing with kindness. This day and age, we gotta. If they taught us how to be against each other, so now we gotta be with each other.
But this is the part that people don't understand too, though. This is the part that God never said. I mean, you couldn't defend yourself. God never said you couldn't, go out there and hurt anybody. God never said that, bro. If you look in the Bible, it was a lot of times he was like he ordered hits.
Hell yeah.
It was a lot of times he ordered, hey, bro, hey, go wipe all of them out, all the way down to the sheepdog, the cats, the frogs, anything that's walking over there. Yeah, go take them out.
Dog, the Bible, and I'm not making this up. On the next one, I'm gonna pull up the verse, bro. God sent 2 descendants before he burned down Samora. And them niggas weren't even there 10 minutes, bro. And the city was like, hey, let them niggas out so we can sodomize them. And that's verbatim. I'm not even, that was verbatim. Let them niggas out so we can sodomize them. Because everybody in this city is getting sodomized. Like, what the fuck? And they was like, bro, you know God sent us up. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. This how these people was, bro. which makes sense of the shit that we just broke down. This is before we even got there. All them people didn't die. Some of them people had kids.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them people come from over there and left before God burnt it down. And God was like, all right, nigga, you made it, but yeah. What did he do to Eve? Oh, bitch, you want to be disobedient? When you niggas have kids, it's gonna hurt. It wasn't supposed to hurt, but since you want to be disobedient, like God said, Adam was like, no, it was Eve. Nigga, I didn't tell Eve
I
not to
told
eat it.
you,
I
though.
told you. This comes to the leader of the household. Nigga, I'm talking to you. You go knock on the door. Who opens the door? A man. A woman don't supposed to answer the door. This is the first defense. No, nigga, I told you not to eat the shit. I don't care that she told you.
I didn't tell her. I told, I could have respected. I could have respected you, you know. But now I got.
You was ducking me. Niggas don't even talk about that part, bro. Him and God used to talk every day in the same part of the garden every day. This nigga started ducking God. Then God was like, "Damn, nigga, what's up? Like, I ain't seen you in a couple of days." He's like, "Oh man, I ain't had no clothes on." What? Yeah, I'm naked.
How you know that?
You know what? Don't even worry about it. That's all you do to shit. I was just gonna see if you want to bring it to me like a man. Then you gonna throw your woman up, but both of y'all get the fuck up out of here, nigga.
Word.
But people act like, and it's funny because then people act like, oh, God is forgiving and all. Did you not just see what the fuck? So what you think you doing to you? Like, God, I need you to save me. Nah, nigga, you don't have to sit in that shit, bro. I just saved you last week.
And I was telling the dude, I was telling the guy, I met this guy that lives in the next apartment over, right? His name's Sel. So I was talking to him, bro, and I was out there, and I was like, bro, like, you know, the Lord puts us in trials for us to pass, bro. He don't give us no. He says it. He don't give us no more that we can bear. So our part is to pass the trial. He don't want us to fail the trial, because if we fail the trial, then guess what comes after that?
Another trial.
Tribulations first, and then we get another trial. Yeah,
you're right about that.
So yeah, and then what happens with the tribulation? The tribulation is like the punishment, bro. Like that's why it's trials and tribulations, because once we hit the tribulations, that means we didn't pass the trial how we were supposed to. If we passed the trial how we were supposed to, we would never meet tribulations. You see what I'm saying? We would never meet tribulations. He want to see what we're gonna do when I test you on this. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna act? Are you gonna bring it to me? Are you gonna talk to me? Are you gonna seek guidance? Yeah, I mean, through this, or are you gonna try to work it out on your own? Try to figure it out on your own and do your own thing. All right. Well, since you want to do your own thing, then guess what? Whatever you face now after this trial, you got to face that, because you didn't come to me from the beginning. Don't come to me now with your inequities. Don't come to me now, because you're supposed to do that from the beginning. This is why I gave you that trial.
And when you pray to me, just know the devil listening too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I thought it was you. Oh, you don't know my voice, nigga?
See, had you the came to me from the beginning, you would have already knew that. Look, I would just want to see how you gonna work this out. And this,
God be coming. They be getting their answers right there, and he be like, "Man, just wait. I ain't trying to wait, bro. I need my shit now." Okay,
exactly.
Man, here come the devil. Oh yeah, I got it for you, bro.
Don't even trip, bro. I got you. You said what? You need a what? Oh, don't need a trip, bro. He taking too long? Oh, I got you. Don't need a trip. Just go ahead.
That's why you should have been fucking with me in the first place.
Yeah, just know you owe me one. I got you. You owe me one.
And just like Clayton just said, the devil be all flashy and shit.
Mhm.
Gotta be bummy. That person you walk, hey, do you got $1? Hey, could you give me? Get out of my face. That could have been Jesus right there.
Mhm.
Sacrifice my son. These niggas still don't get it. Now you want to come back into me?
Man.
Nah, niggas didn't that shit.
Mhm.
Niggas is not getting as many passes as they think they getting. And just because you ain't dead don't mean I'm sparing you. Maybe keeping you alive is the punishment.
Man. You can't
wanna
seem
be wrong
you
by
can't seem to get right. I wonder
Huh.
why you can't seem to get right.
Your kids don't want to be around you. None of that shit. Nah, it's just for the people that's listening. It's just, bro. I'm gonna be honest. The shit ain't really as hard as you think it is. Especially like when you go and look at history like this, then like knowing that the game is rigged is a relief because it's like, oh, so I know it wasn't me. Like I know I'm trying, but it's just you gonna hit that brick road where it's like, nigga, you cross over here, then you own that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't verbally say you own that, just being associated with this means you own that. Niggas want to look at rappers, bro. Every rapper before they death, I can show you where they had their last conversation with God. Every single one.
Oh yeah.
Even Nipsey, when Cowboy said, "I wonder how this gonna play out," he knew, and he also knew. It's two ways because either that snitch shit, I don't think that happened, but he stayed after that conversation, which lets me know it couldn't have been no type of drama because ain't no nigga gonna stay with no gun. Ain't none of us got no gun. Look at the Draco shit. Niggas calling, hey, them niggas up here, bro. And what you say, nigga, I'm Draco. What the fuck I look like running, nigga? King Von. Hey, this nigga here, bro. What you want to do? Mo 3. I'm gonna fuck this nigga bitch. Woo-woo. Tupac. I'm gonna go knock this known killer out. Biggie. I'm gonna go to my rival's homeland and just post up like shit sweet. You can see the devil just
working.
Working. The Bloodhound Lil Jeff. I'm gonna chase this nigga down. I'm gonna chase this nigga right into my death. You went from trying to kill a nigga to getting killed.
And let's not forget, you know, that was after they was over there mocking God.
Yeah. Even Lil Jeff was like, nigga, I'm not saying that shit. Like, I even draw the line right there. But y'all was praising Jeffrey Dahmer. You don't think you picked up on that nigga's spirit?
But see, the thing is, right? The thing is, it don't matter. All right, so look, right? It don't matter if he said it or not, right? This the thing.
You didn't denounce it.
We're gonna go to Psalms. We're gonna go Psalms 1, chapter 1. Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. That's the first verse. That's the first verse. Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So if you standing with Joe, and he said that, if you sitting with him and he's saying that, and you just walking around with him and he's saying stuff like that, and he's ungodly, well, guess what? What they say, you guilty by
You the company
association.
that you keep. Yep.
You guilty by association, so it don't even matter. It don't even matter because you hanging with him, so that means you part of him. And for all the ones that yeah, that I can't even hear. It's not playing on my end.
Hold on, you said it ain't playing on your end?
Yeah, it's not playing on this end.
All right, hold on. Even the cameraman was like, nah, I ain't even working with you niggas no more. I'm gone.
Yes, yeah. You want to sit and hang with these folks? Okay, cool.
What's out on my dead grandma, nigga? We so damn vicious, nigga. If God tries something, we gonna up that bitch on him too. Fuck it, time.
Damn, he just said, fuck God, y'all. Look at him. He said he don't even want to. He said he don't even want to say. He said he finna drop his ass. I gotta go. He just said, fuck God. Yeah, his ass playing with God. He bogus, y'all. I would never. He bogus. Why he just said that? He chasing clout for that bad for these kids. Is crazy. Yeah, his ass fried. I ain't got shit to do with me, God. I love my life. I love looking at this shit.
Damn, I didn't even know you said that part.
Yeah. Hey, that's your homie though. Y'all rap
together. and that's the line that you gotta draw, even if it is uncomfortable. Like, bro, like he said, damn nigga, you won't clout that bad? You gonna say some shit like that? And then look out how you went out. You didn't go out on no rah-rah shit. You went out in a comfortable setting. Like you ain't go get your hair cut or your hair done and all that. You get in the car and they just hit that hole. God even kind of spared you with that. Like, yeah, but I can't have that. So he needs some type of repercussion. And you know what's funny? People will be like, wait, God's spiteful too, because he'll do that. Damn, my nigga, well, I'm supposed to just be pussy? Just let you do whatever, huh? So you just live your life, whatever. I forget everything. Like, come on, bro.
Man, what? Man, I never know from doing these readings and stuff with Bolo in the morning, bro. That's the last thing you could think. God ain't like that, bro. Listen, God don't be playing, bro. He told hey, who was it? I think it was David. He told David, go wipe them out, bro. He said, man, get your people, go wipe them out, bro. Like he told them, bro. He said, I don't want to see nothing else on that land. Women, kids, dogs, cats, sheep, goats, whatever, bro. He said, man, murk them all, bro. That's what he said. He told him, bro, murk them all. Hey, he gangster like that, bro.
But look at that, man. That's how God move, and niggas say that's wrong. But don't nobody say nothing about the white man. And you see what the fuck he doing in your face.
In your face.
I'm telling you a story that happened before we even got here. No, that's wrong. It ain't wrong when we go over and just start dropping bombs on countries and shit.
Exactly.
Hey, man, you don't expect your parents not to discipline you. You get disciplined everywhere else in this world.
Real talk.
You run a stop sign, you getting a ticket. You kill somebody, you going to jail. You hit somebody, they're gonna hit you back. But when it comes to God, oh man, you shouldn't hit me. We're in the era of nobody wants to take accountability.
Man, I'm glad you said that because I said that on one of those videos. I'm like, how you gonna tell God how to discipline you? How you gonna tell God that him discipline you the way he disciplined you is too much? Like what? Like, bruh, he your father first, bruh. Like you can't, like, bruh.
You want him to be your friend, like your real parents is your friend.
Yeah, we can't determine how he gonna discipline. Listen, he gonna discipline you how he feels just. If now for all the ones that be like, for all the ones that want to be like, oh, if God was real, then why would he kill a baby? Well, if you go looking in the David chapter, he'll tell you why he'd kill a baby, bruh. You know what David did? David went at the another man's girl, sent the dude on the front line to get bodied, took his girl, had a baby with her. It didn't even console with God on what he was supposed to do with that.
God told him not to do it in the first place.
Exactly. God told him like, hey, bro, all right, well, since you want to do that, well, guess what I'm gonna do? You gonna see that baby, but that baby ain't gonna live, dog. And sure enough, when that baby came out, yeah, that baby didn't make it.
And see, that's the thing. Niggas always one side that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, if God real, then why do people die? So people not held accountable for their actions? This motherfucker was doing 150 down the damn highway and hit a wall. That's God's fault? Of course, because it's everybody's fault but yours, right?
But yours, right?
You the motherfucker sitting in jail.
Man,
you the one that's in the casket. But it's everybody's fault. You gonna get to heaven, it's like, damn, God, why you take me, bro?
He goes, hey,
I'm gonna pull that lever. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. I was even gonna let you plead your case, and you want to get up here and get the hollering at me. Like I took you up out of there early or something.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He ain't even gonna make it that far, bro. Listen. Heck no. Bro, that joint say, and this is still Psalms. I'm glad you said that. This is still Psalms verse 1, bro. It says, therefore the ungodly shall not stand in judgment, nor the sinners in congregation of righteousness. We not even ready to debate on your life, bro.
Oh, you going straight to hell.
You not even debate. Hold up.
And see, I'm glad you brought that up, Chop, because I know this ain't a popular opinion, but I ain't gonna lie. I look at some people death, and that let me know where you're going just off the way you died. Because it's really hard for me to believe that your innocent, no accountability ass got in a shootout with somebody, and I hate to use duck, but it's just an example. It took you 16 minutes to bleed out, and then you go to heaven. Why would I put you through all that suffering if you coming up here with me?
It'd be short and sweet.
And God does that to show, hey, nigga, it's not only are you gonna die in what you living in, but I'm gonna make it a very painful death. King Von didn't die as soon as he got shot.
Nah, but look, right? So
Draco didn't die when he got stabbed in the neck. Them niggas died hours later, bro. But
look, right? And it's funny you say that because that's exactly what it say on here. It said, therefore the ungodly shall not stand in judgment, nor the sinners in the congregation of righteousness. For the Lord knoweth the way of righteousness, but the ungodly shall perish.
Perish. Y'all know what perish is?
And then to even confirm that, he double backs on that joint in the second chapter. he double backs on it in the second chapter, bro. It says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Which with derision means like in a mocking state, like they're gonna mock you, kind of like make fun of, like kind of like make fun of you. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, then shall he speak unto them his wrath, and vex them with his sore displeasure, which means like there's like talk to him and tell him like why he was displeased. So it's like I'm a scold you, put you in timeout and all this stuff, and then I'm gonna come to you and tell you why I beat you and put you in timeout. Yo, bro. So the whole
come on, please, man. Cut
it. Just go ahead and cut that out, bro. Nah, hey, bro. I gave you chance after chance. You wasn't trying to listen. This way you gotta go. Nope. I got up. Hey, you done? I got other people I gotta say, bro.
I don't know this little boy, y'all, but he's a little young boy. Black brick with gold teeth and shit in his mouth, laying in my yard with a AK. I heard all this shooting at about 3:30 in the morning. And I couldn't see on the other side of my car to know that this baby been laying here since then. And my neighbors just beating on my door.
Laying there by itself. God come sit there and talk to you. You think Julio got to just, oh yeah, I'm going to heaven. Niggas coming, bro. Them niggas look like demons.
Yeah, this look like a movie scene too. That's the crazy part.
And everybody, like you said, with the mocking, everybody get to see.
Yeah, we get to mock you and laugh and make fun of you.
The same way you was out here mocking people deaf, now we mocking yours.
Now
I say you be lucky to catch you a headshot.
Dang, the crazy part about that video is that Buddy already gone. That's just his muscles. Yeah, it's his muscle just tensed up, and he don't even understand that he already gone. Crazy.
Just like like I'm just, bro, the way my mind works, bro, is just the way we see it, it's like, damn, niggas fighting with the, but when that's your death on the line, it's like you probably seen that movie, what's that? The Devil's Advocate?
With Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. And you remember how their faces was changing and shit? That's what I feel like happened in them situations. You like, damn, what the fuck? That don't even look like a human. Like, and you not realizing you transitioning. Like your spirit. I saw a video. This motherfucker got hit by a car at the gas station, and you can literally see this nigga's spirit run. Like his brain didn't even realize he was dead already. Like his spirit was running like I'm gonna get out the way. Like not even realizing your body over there. Like people don't understand. And like I said, we was raised fearing going to hell, so it's different for us. Like it's like, nah, I ain't gonna play like that.
Right.
And it's like we gotta use these moments to teach the kids. Like, dog, y'all see too much death. We didn't even see this much death, and we knew not to play like that.
Bruh. But if we seen some depth, you had to been like
There.
you had to been there. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like, yeah, look at this person died. Look at this person died. Look at this person died. Like,
And they do that, especially. You remember how we was talking about the desensitization of death?
Mhm.
But what I was in my teens. You gotta think about the kids that was 9, 10 seeing that shit, and they playing video games, so they brain can't even tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, nigga, we outside with guns like we is on GTA RP. We ain't even 25 yet, so it's not even. Oh, this shit just go hand in hand. We playing video games in real life. We not trying to kill nobody, but if we do, it's a video game, nigga. Like, people don't even understand how they. That I'm saying, that's another thing they got off, bro.
Yeah,
it's cool to kill your own people. Matter of fact, we gonna pay you to kill your own people and rap about it.
Yeah.
And then once we got enough about you, we're gonna do you like dirt. And the same money we gave you to pay for the hit.
Yeah, we're gonna take that back.
But you know what's funny with that? I bet the record label don't get put on trial for that shit. And it's gonna show how that shit's which hands.
Now you see
part in it though.
Now you see why I was saying that on Ayo joint. Like, bro, I bet you if they start holding these record labels accountable, stuff will change. And you know, everybody they understand what I was saying, but it was like going over their head. But it's like, bro, like, look, they paying for Yo to do this.
And because you didn't have the money before then. And the beef was like, yeah, we beefing, but niggas ain't got no money. What do niggas say? You gotta have money to go to war.
Exactly.
When these niggas get some money, what Von say? Nigga, we got some money. It's fun now.
So
it's
now,
an equal playing field.
So now, why wouldn't we hold the record label accountable for that? If I can body somebody, and then the family could come sue me for that body, even though it was
I'm suing the record label.
Then why can't we sue the record label for allowing him to put out the music that talks about him whacking my kid? I should be able
the same way that Jay-Z and them went and petitioned, so you can't, like, the only reason you would do that, petition to where we can't use lyrics in court, is because you invested in this as well.
Exactly.
Because you're not doing no crime, so what the fuck do you care? You actually got away from the shit because we wanted to hit you too, but it was more beneficial to keep you. But playing into their hand too, because I got some artists on my label that talk about some shit too. So when y'all hit them with a Rico, take them lyrics out. But we can't go at the record label until we have an understanding as a people that we have an issue. So until that happens, the record label, shit, that's washing money. Yeah, send that nigga. You think Dirk, bro, the way they was able to see his brother be a part of that shit, the same way they saw King Von be a part of that shit. Oh, it just stops with Dirk, huh? Nah, but Dirk was on the decline. Once he got that Grammy, it was like, all right, now what? You got the key to the city. Oh, this nigga and his daddy just came on, so he teaching him that GD shit, the real growth and development. Oh yeah, get this nigga up out of there.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Put that motherfucking collage of them niggas up there. That's when they knew, like, all right, we gotta pull this nigga.
Nah, you the only one I heard say that. You the only one I heard say that. Nobody
got his daddy in his ear, bro. You gonna go
if puts that together.
Your daddy been gone your whole life, and then this who you look at, this the real gangster. And then he be like, nah, man, you got power. You need to do this. You need to get right with your religion, and you need to move as somebody that these kids can respect and change the whole narrative of the city. You didn't get a key to the city when your daddy was locked up. You got one when he got out. So Me personally, I feel like they gave you that key to the city the same way they got on TV and said, "Oh, Duck was a gang member and didn't nobody give a fuck about him anyways." So you just told me as a city what side you chose.
Mm-hmm.
You chose the BDs over the GDs. Y'all been having mob style hits back to the 30s. So, but now your daddy home and you're not gonna go against your daddy. Nah, we gotta get him out of here. Same thing they did with YoungBoy. Oh yeah, we're gonna stop the violence. Stop the violence, nigga. You stopping the violence is gonna stop my money. People forget YoungBoy was on that bitch talking about, man, I'll give you all the music I got right now to get out my contract. Next thing we know, he got a $60 million deal with Motown that's still connected to the whoever that is that he was already signed to.
Right.
Nigga so stupid. I'm just gonna throw this nigga. I'm gonna sign him to a contract of ours that he not gonna put it together. Now this nigga finna go on tour and stir up all these kids that done died down.
Man,
YoungBoy ain't no YoungBoy no more, bro. This nigga is be 26.
Man, I think he older than that, right?
I'm 20. I'll be 29 this month, so he got to be 26. Maybe he got to be 20 because I think he like maybe 3-4 years. Let me look it up. I don't know why I'm sitting here, but that nigga ain't no YoungBoy, and the only reason he getting pushed like that is because they ain't found who they want to replace him with. He 25.
Hey,
so right at the middle. And 25,
yeah.
26, that's when your brain develop.
Mm-hmm.
So he really gonna get an eye opener out of this year and next year. That's if he don't get killed. And I ain't trying to put that out there. I'm just being honest. The nigga's been in the house for God knows how long. And y'all just throw him out here.
Nah, but he already beefing with somebody.
For real?
Yeah. Oh,
I ain't know. I know Fredo Bang and Tech fell out. I'm gonna do a video on that though. Because Main not Fredo Bang, Main Music and Tech fell out. And Tech came out and said that Main Music was fucking with his sister. That's why they fell out the first time. I was like, that's fucked up. This nigga finna go on tour. The first place he coming is here. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you come here for? Why don't you go home? You want to come out here and stir up all that? These young niggas, man. Niggas ain't seen you on the stage since 2019. I think he'd be good if he stay sober. But that nigga got so much on in his life, I don't even blame him for getting high like that.
I forget who is. Yo, it said he was. I had just seen that it was like YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy biggest op, and I can't remember who it was, bro.
What is it, Fredo Bang?
Nah, it was some other new rapper that I.
Oh, you talking about Real Bleeder?
Yeah. There you go.
He from out there. I fuck with Real Bleeder. That nigga makes some good music. But yeah, he from out there because everybody be talking about, oh, that's YoungBoy. That's YoungBoy. He sound like YoungBoy. And that shit is so stupid to me, bro. Niggas be from the same place and sound the same. And whoever the bigger artist is, they say, oh, you taking this flow. Bitch, that's how we talk.
That's how everybody
that was
talk.
The whole Yellow Busy and Mo3 thing. He took my sound. You niggas from the same place. Kodak Black, everybody sound like Kodak Black to me, but y'all all from the same place, so it makes sense. This is my sound. Who be pushing that shit? White folks. Like Pimp C said, y'all let these white folks have y'all beefing. Y'all don't even know why y'all beefing.
Exactly.
But nah, man, I appreciate you having me.
I'm a slide off of here, bro. So I gotta get some rest so I can get to church tomorrow.
Nah, I got to too. I appreciate you being on here, bro.
Already, bro. We gotta do another one of these joints, bro. Cause yeah, bro. Cause it's still like I said, bro. Like that iceberg, bro. It's a lot.
You know what I want to do too? I want to do the 9 layers of hell. I want to break that down.
Okay, I'm with it.
Because I don't think people realize going off them levels and gluttony and all that stuff, you already in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do something on that. But no, I'm definitely gonna let you know.
Yeah. Just let me know what the topic gonna be, and so I can pull up some stuff, and I still got you. Let's see, I got your pack.
Oh yeah,
I got your package.
Is that holy oil?
It's it goes to the bracelet. It's a Lang oil.
Okay.
So it's essential oil.
The one that you burn?
Yeah, you can burn it. You can turn it into a candle. Like if you had some wax, you can mix it with the candle wax and make a candle out of it.
I got one of them things that it's like a light, but you put
oil on there. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, you can use that.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
And you can put that on there and let it heat up and so it can smell good. But yeah, you got one of these, one of the rosary cross bracelets.
Oh yeah.
When
I get it, you ain't never gonna see me without it. I'm gonna have that on all the time.
You got a rosary in there, and you got there's something for your car. There's something for your car. Something, or in your room or something. You just hang that up.
Oh yeah.
So it got a little Bible scripture. On there. And then I got what are my bookmarks? I got a bookmark for you. I had just got these joints in. That's what I was waiting on. That's why I ain't never send it, because I didn't want to send it without the bookmarks. I know it's in my backpack.
I need a bookmark for my Bible too.
Yeah, that's why.
Got the string in there, but I want a bookmark.
No. Yeah, you need a actual bookmark. But I got a whole pack of these joints.
Oh yeah.
Bible verse bookmarks. And hold on, let me open one up so you can see.
Cause I'm going back through my Bible right now, highlighting passages and stuff.
See.
Oh yeah. That's
and
exactly.
Then it got a scripture on the back.
Oh
so, yeah. So when I send that, you're gonna have the that joint and the bookmark in there.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
Already, bro. Already. You
I
already know.
Catching this episode, and what's tomorrow? Sunday. So next, I'll probably drop something Monday. Yeah. I'll keep y'all updated. But I love you, Chop. I hope you have a blessed night.
Already, bro. I love you back, bro.
Everybody have a blessed day, a blessed night.